go.
Alright. On the last session of Fabled Fallen, we safely made it out of Port Glass, or so we thought. We woke up the next morning with a Captain Airfelt appearing before us. He was an older male with a salt pepper hair who seemed to be very familiar with Pip, or Piper as he called him. He said that Pip had a death sentence and brought Pip to his death, or so we all thought. He used this strange blue glowing lantern to do so, and took the cards that Pip had away. As after he left, thankfully Pip did come back to us. It seemed fate was not done with him yet. We also learned, or I also learned, that Cora's hair is naturally red. We learned that Piper would use the song with the flute to lure people out to them. And Pip freaked out a little bit, repeating, "Bring more." We all shared some information with each other, and we are making our way back to Kellium to pick up some items from the lovely blacksmith woman there.
So, as Ragavir leads the cart onwards through the sand, you notice that the day is coming to a rather rapid close. You all start finding refuge for the night, camped in the best ways you can. Disperse amongst your groups. Are there any conversations people want to have before we start doing watches?
I guess maybe the one with Drix and Cora, because that was important backstory stuff. Let me just find the starting off point.
Yeah, how do we want to do this? Do we just want to read what we put
Just
in
redo
PC chat?
Just start over.
Okay.
Oh jeez, this is long.
Just do it organically. Just start over.
It was I think how it started was Strix came over to, Cora to, like, be like, hey, like, I saw that you had a conflict, and this was the earlier conflict that was resolved later.
Yeah, Strix mentions that, like, Strix says, like, I noticed that you had some concerns about staying with the group, but I had seen how you were intent on tracking down the cultists that we saw back in Kalium, and I agreed with what you did. And yeah, basically Strix went on to say that she believes that Cora is meant to be with the group for a reason, and that she doesn't want Cora to leave, or that Cora should consider her decision with that in mind.
Great. Yeah, good jumping off point. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're pretty good now. Like, me and Asha and Valeska. I mean, I don't know, like, how they feel about me or whatever, but, like, I don't know. I think me and Asha kind of, like, bonded over, like, you know, I guess hiding parts of our bodies or skin or hair or whatever. And also, I saw a sign from, like, this, like, god or whatever, that told me that I was supposed to, like, trust Asha, and it was, like, super crazy. So, like, I don't know, I feel like I feel like it was, like, the god that, like, gave me my powers or something like that. It was like this phoenix on her shoulder, and so, like, I mean, that's gotta be a sign. Like, if I can't trust anything, I have to at least, like, trust myself and my powers, you know?
Yeah, Strix looks a bit taken aback with all of that all at once. Uh, yeah, that certainly seems like a sign that is divine in nature. You said God gave you your powers?
So, I mean, I can't really think of what else would give me my powers. Um, I I don't know. I never really thought that much about it. It's just kind of always been a part of my life. I never really got any like signal or anything until now. Oh, also, there was this after I was like really pissed and shit. There was this I was like ranting and stuff to Alma, and there was this god that like kind of popped up and kind of like gave me a hug, kind of in a weird way. She was like, "Oh, child," and calmed me down a lot, which was really nice. It was like this really nice, warm feeling. I get the. It was like a mom or something, you know, like how I imagine a mom would be. So I've been thinking of her as kind of like my god mom, you know.
Uh, uh, huh. Interactions with the divine that direct. I have not heard about them happening commonly, although I did have an encounter with the divine myself when I had died.
Went through your like cool like bird mojo transformation.
Yes, you could call it that. Um, when I died, I awoke in the void, and I met with the god of death, Gale. Uh, he took it upon himself to train me, and after we talked and I expressed how I want to quell the undead from this world, and he agreed with my sentiments, so he took it upon himself to train me.
You mean a god like trained you to do like badass shit? That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Did he like tell you anything else about like our mission or anything, or like is he one of the people that like gave us all of these visions and stuff?
I do not know about that specifically. Um, I did ask him about the disappearance of the gods, and he gave me an answer, even if I was a bit headfast. He asserted that the gods are still present and doing everything in their power to protect the mortal plane, even if they aren't making their presences known.
Well, why aren't they making their presence known?
I do not know the answer to that specifically.
They
Perhaps they
should.
are.
Like, it kind of.
Well, it. Well, it seems that they have many duties or things to fulfill to keep the mortal plane safe.
Gods. Like, can't they like be like take a second and like pop in and like I don't know, smite some undead and be like, "Hey guys, the world isn't totally hopeless. I'm still here." And then Cora just kind of like looks up at the skies and she's like, "I love you, but what the hell, God Mom?"
Yeah, Strix just looks very bewildered. I don't really think it works that way or that it has ever worked that way, but
Gods just like talk to people at will though.
I suppose that if they wish to do that, then they are more than capable of doing so.
like, I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things about being a god that I just can't understand. You know, like how most people can't understand my cool ass fire powers and how cool they are.
Yes, I don't think that any of us mere mortals are capable of taking on the mentality of a god.
Right, right. And you said that you really wanted to like kill the undead and stuff. Is that kind of like your like mission and stuff? Is that why you're here with us?
It's certainly a personal goal of mine. It has been for a long time. As for being with all of you, I do think that my goals will be furthered.
Okay. And whenever you were with Gil, did he tell you like if there were any like if he knew why there were like all these undead and stuff? Like if he's the god of the dead, then he must have some sort of insight onto that, right?
My impression was that it seems that he really didn't. I had a similar inkling as you did, as you do, but unfortunately I didn't receive many answers on that front.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put a pin in this conversation here.
Okay.
Alma, what are you up to?
Alma's just kind of like listening to them. She's not really making any comments. Just quietly listening and not nodding.
Okay. Make someone else catch him. Ragavir, what are you up to? Ryan. You're muted.
Yep, I was. I told myself I wouldn't do that. He is taking care of the animals, just like, you know, unhitching them from the cart and making sure they're fed. And keeping an eye on Valeska because he's still, like, worried about her.
Okay. And the other three?
Asha is just kind of like, probably just like listening, but next to Valeska.
He's probably just like sitting in Valeska's lap, but he's probably just boredly just like looking at the sky and stuff. He's probably like deep in thought.
Valeska?
Oscar can't do much, so she's just braiding Pip's hair in her lap.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So my passive perceptive people, as the light from the sky is starting to dim and night's starting to come over, both of you notice something in the sky. Some relatively large winged figure.
What?
Ragavir
Wow,
and Asha.
When you
Okay.
look up at this figure, what is it
Yeah, what is it?
look like?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Let's...
Nope.
Okay. My sheet is not correct for some reason. Supposed to have a +5, but it only says +4. Sorry, I've been trying to fix my shit. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's in that one anyways. And my D&D Beyond sheet is not synced now for some reason. So my stats are kind of fucky. I don't know why.
Do you have, or are you proficient in perception?
Yes, I am proficient in Oh no, I'm not. But on my yeah, I'm not. But my wisdom is a 20.
You have a +5.
I have a +5. But for some reason on Roll20 my sheet is not correct.
The stats didn't reflect like the bonuses and stuff? Like her stats are still the same.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I can't roll from D&D Beyond anymore. I'm not sure
Just
why.
type in the thing manually.
Okay, well, it
Just-
has wings, you think. It's in the air, and it's coming in your general direction. Neither of you can make out what it is, or at the very least don't know what it is.
Okay.
Gradually getting
Ragavir is
closer.
just gonna stop what he's doing and just like watch it and stare at it. Is it approaching our direction or?
Yes.
Does it seem threatening at all?
It's
Or is it just-
It's coming in your direction.
I'm going to burn a wild shape to summon my owl and send my owl in its direction to see if I can get a better look.
Okay.
So, can I retry that perception check for
Uh.
the owl?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so owl has a +3
So
perception. 20, yes.
You see a large, almost feline body with gigantic talons, and the head of an eagle with giant sprawled wings just kind of flapping and riding straight towards you.
Okay. Do I know what it is?
It's a griffin.
Okay. What do I know about griffins?
You know that they are magical, very strong, and very territorial.
Okay.
Wait,
Hey, guys, we've got a griffin headed towards us.
a griffin? Should we
I think we pissed it off.
Should we move?
We're in its land.
Well, we can't get out of its land in time for it to like.
Well, we should make an effort to get the move on. Pack it up. Let's.
Given the distance and the time it's going to take you to rehitch the cart, you could probably get maybe 30 feet before it's on you.
Oh, fun.
Are griffins like intelligent creatures or no?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Send a message to it to say that hey, we're on our way out.
Why is it?
It's not within 120 feet yet. Nature, they're generally pretty smart. Certainly not stupid
Okay.
animals.
I'm just gonna help pull everything together. And
Yeah.
whenever it gets in 120 feet, I'm gonna cast message and say, hey, we're on our way out. Sorry, we didn't know this was your territory. We don't want to fight.
So the first half of that will go through, but at the speed it's going, it's gonna be pretty much on you as the message finishes.
Okay,
With your
so-
20 perception, as the griffin flies by the owl, which I'm assuming you sent out to meet it,
Yeah.
however far, you do see a figure on the back of it, like
Okay.
clutching on for dear life, with a very scared look on their face.
Okay, what does the figure look like?
You see an elf, white hair, armor, definitely prepared for battle, but
Okay.
make an insight check. Uh, 12. They're not really trying to hide it. This figure is clutching what looks like a compass that's held on a chain link around the neck, and has a deeply horrified expression on her face.
Okay. They've got a rider. Friendly, maybe.
Are they? Yeah. Are they? Yeah. So we can see the rider now, or is it Ragavir's owl that's seeing it?
It's about 200 feet out.
Okay.
Ragavir's owl sees it. That's 190, 80, 70, 60, 50. It's going fast.
Okay. Asha's just gonna like, she's kind of like bracing for whatever is about to come down since there's not enough time to get away. And if they attack us, she will return fire and protect our group.
I
Yeah,
think
Pip's
it-
kind of
think-
like.
think they're friendly, you guys.
Oops.
Yeah, Pip's like standing up now. He's not in like Valeska's lap
No.
anymore. He's like standing in front, like kind of like doing a jitter like hiss.
No,
Okay.
great. If there's no more goddamn, there's no more Ragavir.
Yeah, Strix is holding her staff in one hand and she's looking at this griffin like very intently.
Alright, I think it's 100 feet. The message sends. The griffin makes no reaction. 60 feet, 50 feet, 40 feet, 30 feet. And as it hits 30 feet, the griffin just vanishes. And you see the figure riding on the back of it just fly free.
Falling
And-
towards
Falling.
the ground?
Careening towards the
Can I
sand.
catch her?
Um,
Can I catch her?
You can make a dexterity check to see if you can run.
I don't have any spells to help with this.
20, natural 20.
You
Oh
instinctively,
God.
Nice.
like the greatest of all football safeties, just take off at a dead sprint, and the rest of you just hear the equivalent of like a reverse Wilhelm scream as it gets really loud and then really far away. But Alma, you managed to kind of like sprint out and dive. So we'll say we'll split the damage between the two of you.
Probably wouldn't have then.
14, 17. So each of you take 8 damage, bludgeoning damage, as this figure goes careening face first into your arms, hits you dead center in the chest as you catch her, knocking the wind out of you, and you both go flying about 15 feet back into the sand.
Nice. I accept that.
You
That's
okay?
fine.
I'm gonna go run towards her.
I'll follow Cora at a little bit of a distance.
I'm gonna like cover Valeska with a bedroll. I just let this happen.
Oh my god.
Just roll her up on a yoga mat, just stay here.
She just like pulled. She's like just put the blanket over her, like trying to hide her a little bit. Like
I want to see.
you can see, but we don't know who that is, and our luck lately with strangers has not been very good. And
Take
I
it
don't
from
want
me.
anything to happen to you.
I'm
You're
gonna go
probably
over
right.
to Alma and the stranger, and I'm gonna like kind of look at them and like try and start helping them up.
She stands in front of like the cart, trying to block.
She clumsily
Like-
like starts like climbing up off of Alma. Starts like rubbing the sand off Cora and Alma. You can both see there's like tears like in the corner of her eyes and blood coming out of her nose. Yep, good. So good.
You're welcome.
Okay. Are you okay? That looks
I'm
like.
dandy.
Okay.
great.
Almost got a bit of a dent in her breastplate, but other than that, good.
Kind of just like reach over and tap the dent a little bit, like lightly.
It's got like almost an elven imprint on it.
Oh god.
Her
That,
face.
what the heck was that? Why were you on the back of that thing?
I was. She looks down at the compass. Oh, it worked. So, pardon me, 1 second. Are you Lady Alirea?
Red just like flushes red. How do you know that name?
She goes to wipe the blood that's like coming out of her nose, and instead of like wiping off, just kind of like smears it across the side of her face and her upper lip. You're, kind of reaches out, pulls a scroll, opens it up in front of her. By order of Silva de Gier, I am here under, requested protection of a Alirea Degier, kind of like rolls it up a little bit. Any and all guards that you currently have in your employment are relieved of duties, and I will be taking over for them.
Mom? Mom sent you? I haven't. What the hell? Cora looks like just absolutely fucking flabbergasted. What the fuck? Why would she send a guard to guard me?
There's some rumors going on back home about some people that you've been kind of. And she goes like, blood's like still coming out. She wipes more of it. That you're doing not good things.
Listen.
She looks over at Alma. Are you her bodyguard?
No. I've
Oh.
never been a bodyguard in my life.
She looks back
My
at.
friend.
I see. Okay, so then I don't have to pay you. That's good.
I'll take money.
I'm sorry, I was only given money to pay for a guard to relieve them.
Boring. Okay. Alma's gonna like kind of stand up and just, but it's not a clear danger. She just kind of like hobble back like, I need some water.
Question, can any of us back here hear them talking? Probably not.
Not really. Strix a little bit.
Dang.
You guys see Alma kind of like limping back a little bit, pulled a hammy, didn't stretch.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'll approach these two figures and I'll ask Cora, do you know who this is?
I have no idea who the fuck this is, and like, I don't understand why my mom would send you. Like, I haven't heard from her in like 50 years.
Have you tried to contact her?
No, because she like,
Well,
she kicked me out.
she kind of holds up the necklace. We can't really get a hold of you either if you move around a lot.
I mean, I have to move around, otherwise assassins come for me in the night.
Her eyes go wide. What?
I got
What?
kidnapped once and attempted to kidnap an attempted kidnapping a second time. I have to move around. You know, being a Degier is not all it's cracked up to be. People recognize you and they think they can use you against your rich daddy. That's I don't understand my mom. Did she send you to spy on me? I promise I'm not up to any nefarious shit. I'm trying to do some good for once in my life.
She's giving like 1,000-yard stare, and like you can clearly tell, or Strix and Cora can clearly tell, like in her eyes, she's questioning all of her life choices right now.
Whoever you are, you can just go home. I don't need anybody spying on my life, especially not one sent by my fucking mom.
I am here under contract, so I cannot leave. I've already been paid.
Oh, cool. And Cora's just gonna pick up a handful of sand and throw it at her. Just get the fuck out of here. I don't want no fucking spy spying on me and reporting back to my stupid mom.
I cannot send letters if you would prefer.
Huh?
I cannot send letters if that's what you'd prefer. And there's like sand matted to the blood on her face.
You can send letters, is that what you said?
I cannot. I can always not report.
What's your motive here? Like, how much are they paying you?
They paid my family a lot. Then they sent me instead of any of my brothers or my other sister.
I don't. I'm sorry about this. I'm glad that your family is being well paid for, and I'm sorry for throwing sand at you. But do you understand where I'm coming from at least a little bit?
No, not even a little. I just got here. I don't know what's going on. My face
Okay.
hurts.
Oh well. Oh, fine. Here you. I'm gonna kind of take the end of my cloak, and I'm gonna try and start helping her clean off her face, if she lets me.
Sure.
Um,
What are the rest of you doing?
So
Uh,
at this,
so-
Go
So
ahead.
at this point, Ragavir, like hearing the yelling, has begins to wander over, and on his way over, like walking by Alma, he's gonna use Balm of the Summer Court and drop 2d6 on her to heal her.
Thank
So you heal 8 hit
Hey.
points,
you.
and he's
Oh.
gonna walk over, and once he's like within 5 to 10 feet of them, within conversational distance, he's gonna do it again, spend his other 2d6 and drop 2d6 on a stranger lady.
Oh, my nose feels better. Thank you. Your cloak is magic.
Probably Ragavir, but
Oak.
thank you. I just
Yeah, she touched the cloak to my face, and now it doesn't hurt.
I
Hello,
don't think
Dragonborn.
That's how that works.
Well, it just happened.
Oh, no, that was
Yep,
me.
it definitely just happened. No, I think it was the cloak. She kind of like wipes the rest of the blood off.
Uh,
my
our
friend.
friend here is a talented healer.
Yes, I can tell. Even her clothes are healing.
Ragavir just looks at Cora, just like confused, just like, and a little hurt.
No, see, this is my friend Ragavir, and I'm gonna kind of show, make a motion towards Ragavir, and I'm going to say he is like this nature guy, and he sometimes heals people. Usually not me, because I don't get hurt that often, because I'm pretty good at fighting. But he's the one who healed you. I'm not very good at healing. I mostly do the opposite of that.
Then how did you do that with your cloak?
I wiped the blood off your face, and he's the one who did the healing magic.
Oh, you did it
the-
together. That's very
this
clever.
world-
Oh.
Okay.
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 I really don't.
Well,
I mean, I could.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Ragavir feels smart for once in his life. He feels smart.
Listen, what's your name? What's your name, lady?
Are the rest of them your friends? I can introduce myself to all of them, so I don't have to do
Oh.
it twice.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, I'm just trying to figure out if you're gonna stay with us, cause
I am contracted to stay by your side and keep you safe.
yeah, but if I relieve you of your contracted duties, then it's fine, right?
You would have to pay out my contract.
Oh God, I don't have the money for that.
I can be helpful. I can cook.
Look, no, that's not the issue. It's what kind of nefarious stuff does my mother think I'm doing?
Do you want me to say it in front of everybody?
No, just and I cast a message and
No,
and I
please
say-
do.
What? If something's happening, I'd like to know.
I'm getting a
I
lot
don't-
of conflicting messages here. Get out of my head.
Look, okay, whisper it in my ear. Whisper it in my ear.
Okay. Hi. She leans in and she just kind of like whispers into your ear. So, there's rumors going around in Seer that one of the daughters of the council has been getting involved with the gallows.
The gallows. Wait, do I know out of character what the gallows are?
No idea.
I don't. What the fuck are the gallows? I've never heard of that in my life.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm. Yeah, I'm
two.
saying it out loud. I'm
Okay.
saying it out loud.
I'm gonna drag us up and you can repeat that. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
I like sand, but I mean, she seemed like she was doing it in a pretty mean way, for what I could tell.
You just hear.
Well, I'm just glad it's not an enemy.
You just hear Corey shout out, "What the fuck are the gallows? I've never heard of that in my life."
I thought we were being secret about this.
Well, I mean, now that I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, there's no point in being secretive.
How loud did she yell that?
You guys all heard that.
Oh, something about.
Gallows.
Mm.
What's going on?
That
Do you
does
want
not.
to move closer, Valeska? She kind of looks over
Can
to
I-
you. Like,
Can I not be in the bedroll anymore if it's not an enemy?
she takes the bedroll off of you.
Thank you, darling.
Is
I
that like a
literally could
local?
not move it.
Is that like a local seer thing? The gallows would Alma know that, or
Anyone who wants to can make an intelligence check. Except, except Pip.
Obviously, I already knew that. I wasn't even gonna fucking roll.
Can I like pull the cart that Valeska's leaning over? Because it's like
No.
not hitched to the animals.
You c-
It's on wheels. Like, can I just pull it?
It's heavy still. I mean, you can like try and slowly drag it over there, but it might be easier to ask them all to come over to you. It's gonna take you like 5 minutes, is what I'm trying to say.
It's
Gotcha.
a heavy cart.
Slowly
It's in
rolling
sand.
the cart. I just do a weak wave at the group now that I'm no longer obscured by a bedroll.
Okay. She's gonna go over. Would you all mind to join us? And Cora, perhaps you can bring your new friend with
Well, if she's
you?
my friend or not.
Bodyguard.
Listen,
Bodyguard. Oh, well, why don't we all join together over by the cart?
okay. I guess you guys deserve to hear what she has to say, anyways. And I'm gonna kind of like gesture with my head, like towards the rest of the group. Come on. We can introduce you. Okay. Now, what the fuck are the gallows? Because I don't know what the hell that is.
I thought we were doing introductions. You really give me a lot of mixed signals.
How
Okay,
about we
no,
do introductions first? It's good to know somebody's name before, you know.
Okay, whatever. What's your name?
She gives what you can imagine someone who doesn't know what a curtsy is thinks a curtsy is. My name is Noel Kress. I am from Hylia, and I am here to serve Lady... Why do they call you Cora?
My name, because that's what I go by.
I'm here to serve Lady Cora.
In fact, don't ever say the name Alaria Dagir in separate parts or together ever again when you're with us. Or, like, ever again in general. Because I don't want anybody, like, knowing who I am. Or else more assassins will come for me in the night.
You just said it out loud.
Well, that was
You
the last
have-
time it's ever going to be said out loud.
You have multiple assassins coming for you?
Yes!
I feel more justified in your mother's purchasing habits.
Well, I just don't know why. Anyways, this is Valeska, this is Asha, that's Alma, this is Pip, that's Ragavir, that's Strix, and over back there, that's Bonbon and Gregory. Now,
Gregory.
what the fuck are the Gregory? Sorry. What the fuck are the gallows?
Does a 16 know what it is?
No.
Okay.
She rolled a nat 1 on you giving her the names. Her right eye starts twitching. She didn't pick up a fucking name.
Oh my fucking god.
What did she say?
Her right eye starts twitching, and you can gather that she didn't understand a fucking thing you just said.
Hey! I'm gonna kind of stab my fingers in front of her face.
Hello.
Listen closely.
Hi.
Listen closely.
Listening.
Valeska?
Okay.
Asha?
Is she alive?
No, it's okay. I don't want her to remember me like this.
She's normally very upbeat and very pretty and youthful and stuff.
She still looks very pretty, just withered.
She is very
I'm
pretty
in
and
like a
beautiful.
wasting away corpse way.
No, you
Right?
just need a nap.
I mean, you're still pretty. You just kind of look like you just woke up
Don't
from
finish
a
that
coma.
sentence.
I know what I
Don't
look
finish
like.
that sentence.
Okay,
Thank you, Pip.
okay. Anyways, that's Asha. Yes, she's alive. She's talking to us, isn't she? And then that's Alma. She's my friend. That's Pip. That's Ragavir. He's the one who healed you, and that's Strix.
Are
Also,
any
I'm-
of were any of you Lady Cora's bodyguard?
I thought
I was.
Alma
No,
bodyguard.
he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He?
Oh, she's just being modest. I was.
No. Cora just kind of like gives him.
I
a dirty
defended her
look.
from those assassins. I was pretty brave.
Oh,
Well,
are we counting that? In that case,
I
I'm
mean-
also her bodyguard.
Yes, you guys did a great job of defending her. That is true.
I do not think we are under any contract to defend her.
No,
and
no.
That's
I
what
was her bodyguard.
Though you I don't.
I was.
Unless something happened, I don't think there was any contract that was
I was
signed.
always her bodyguard.
I
Roll
thought
deception.
Give you
I
any
thought
money or
that-
anything.
Don't
to
even.
defend
She rolled a nat 20 in her insight.
I thought that
I have a plus
Alma
7.
But what?
Isn't
But come
one-
on. Literally.
isn't Alma
Wait,
your
can I roll deception?
bodyguard?
Wait, I have a 5 on deception. Can I roll deception?
She's not my bodyguard.
I thought that she was. She
Fuck.
seemed very protective towards you.
Yeah, that's what friends do. You're really protective towards Valeska.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I mean, what?
I'm not her. We are not bodyguards of one another. We just are all each other has. So, you know.
Her right
Yes,
eye
we
starts.
have
Background and
all-
snorts really loudly.
That's basically like what me and Alma are. Is what you and like
No, no.
Valeska are.
Oh, is
I
it?
thought. Wait.
Oh.
I am so confused now because I asked you about that and you said that explicitly that you are not.
When did I? What? Cor looks
We are
very
not.
confused.
She kind of
Point being,
leans
we are
over
her
to you.
bodyguards.
She
No,
leans
you
over
aren't.
to you.
Stop that. Listen,
Why?
I don't know
She-
what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here, but we are not going to lie to people for no
She-
reason.
She leans over to Cor and she's like, I thought you weren't romantically interested in Alma, but now you're saying you are. I am so confused. Is
We'll talk
this-
about this later. We'll talk about this later.
Noelle, her eye starts twitching again, and she just gives a curtsy and reintroduces herself.
I think we broke her.
I'm sorry. Could you say that name one more time?
My name is
Noelle.
Noelle Kress. I am from Hylia.
No. Yeah, Strix just has this very strange look on her face, but when she introduces herself again, Strix just kind of nods and kind of just wanders a little ways away.
Does Alma recognize that family name?
Kress, you can make a history check.
Is
Anyways,
Nothing.
back to the point. Back to the point. What are the gallows? Because I don't know what the fuck that is.
So they are the revolutionary movement in Seer.
Huh?
Not a lot of people are currently agreeing with the council's stance, so there is conflict, and the council has started referring to them as the gallows, because that's where they
Okay.
think they belong.
Well, that's not very nice. But
I wouldn't say
I don't
that
know
out loud.
anything about. I don't listen. I don't know
Listening.
anything about the gallows. I haven't even been in Seer in like 6 months. I don't give a shit what's going on with the council. I don't give a shit what's going on with the nobles. None of that stuff stopped involving me the moment they kicked me out. So,
Potty mouth.
huh?
Potty mouth.
I can talk however I fucking want. I'm a free fucking woman. Anyways,
No, I was just kind of
Anyway.
like picking at her fingers, like uncomfortably.
listen. So now that you know that I'm not involved in this gallows business or whatever the fuck. Wait a second. Do they know anything about V? About Vice Ravana?
Your sister's home.
Yes. How did she get home?
She was rescued by the Royal Guard.
Okay. Did they know anything about her kidnapper? Did they get any information on that?
Other than her affiliations
And her affiliations were?
with the Gallow.
Oh, fuck. Cora looks like she's had a fucking epiphany. Oh, shit. Oh, God. The thing is... this makes things so complicated. Fuck. So how are you planning on getting messages to my mom?
I was gonna write reports, but if you don't want me to, I'm technically in your service, not hers.
Really? Really?
I've said that twice, yes.
Okay, interesting. Do you have any way of contacting my sister?
I can write a report, but it would go to your mother or
How do
father,
you write
depending
these
on.
reports, and how long do they take to get to her?
I write it and then I pay a courier with the money they gave me.
Okay, and do you know how long it would take for the courier to get there?
A few months.
And how long? What the fuck? What the fuck was with that bird thing that you were flying in on?
I was magic to get me here sooner, but I used the last of it to summon.
Alright, so
I thought I had a little bit longer.
okay, so what I've gathered so far is that my mother thinks that I'm involved with some, I don't know, rebellion organization. I don't have the time for that shit. I'm not. And so she sent you to spy on me to make sure I wasn't trying to usurp her husband or whatever the fuck. I'm not. I don't give a shit about any of that.
I was
So, like-
hired to keep you safe.
What do you want to do, Noelle? Outside of contracts or anything like that?
I would like to fulfill my contract.
Do you know anything in your life besides, like, contracts and duty?
The amount they paid my family, I don't have much of an option.
Did you agree to this?
Yes?
I mean... Well... Okay.
If it's any consolation, I'm only contracted for the next 50 years.
Oh, that's nothing in elf time.
Well,
Nothing.
So what happens to their old bodyguard?
I don't have an old bodyguard.
Correct. It was cute that all of you would jump to the aid of her, but
I think they would have to pay you out, Pip.
I don't
Oh,
have
really?
another bodyguard. We're not going to lie to our new friend because you're our friend now. I know that you're like contractually obligated to like stay with us or whatever, but I refuse to treat you as less than I am. Understood?
You're treating me less than you are. I was your bodyguard for so
You're
long.
not my bodyguard. Shut the fuck up.
I think
You
it
were never
starts
my
making
bodyguard.
crocodile
I saved your-
tears.
You remember when those crazy ass magicians put you to sleep and I had to go save your ass? Do you remember that? That's not very bodyguardly behavior.
there's another look of horror on Noelle's face.
every
You're
bodyguard
you're
has
so
their
mean.
off days.
I'm not being.
And he's got crocodile
like
tears.
Stop trying. Listen, Pip. Don't tell lies.
You're being so mean to me. I just tried my best to be your good bodyguard. I even defended you from that
Oh.
assassin lady that one time. And I just do my best.
You did defend me from the assassin lady, but that's because we're friends. That's what friends
That's
do.
because I'm your bodyguard.
Oh, so you're my. Oh my god. I didn't realize you were my bodyguard. Otherwise, I would have demanded a whole lot more of you.
Pip, you're doing an excellent job.
Am I
Okay.
allowed to roll deception?
No.
No!
already rolled.
I know.
You're not my
Some-
bodyguard! Stop it! Stop trying to weasel money out of her!
Sometimes you have to quit while you're ahead, little one.
Can you? However, and she kind of turns back to Noelle. Could I
Oh.
have the money that they gave you to pay off for the bodyguard? Because I've basically been my own bodyguard.
Oh
and if
my
I had-
god. And he like curls up away.
If I had that money, I
Oh,
could buy
putting a
stuff
pin
to
in
protect
this.
myself. I could. Okay.
Asha Strix.
Asha's just gonna like kind of quietly approach Strix and be kind of quiet next to her for a moment, trying to kind of feel her out and see how she's doing and see if she can kind of like just kind of watching her her demeanor and her mannerisms at the moment and see if she's okay, like trying to see if she's okay.
Yeah, Strix is deep in thought, seemingly perturbed by something, but
Mhm.
Strix really isn't the type to like show her emotions on her face a lot. But she's definitely thinking about something that had disturbed her in the conversation.
Okay, when she sees that Strix looks kind of like not so okay, she's just gonna like quietly lean into Strix and whisper, Strix, are you alright? I noticed you stepped away. Do you know that woman?
Can Alma hear
Yeah.
this?
Sorry.
You're close enough that you can tell that they are talking, and you pick up words, but not the full conversation because they're being quiet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Strix jumps, her hand goes to her staff, but that she sees that it's just Asha, and she says, everything is fine. It's just. It's. Everything is fine with me. There is no danger or anything like that present.
Would you mind if I asked why you stepped away?
Oh, yeah, Strix looks kinda conflicted. Obviously, I have no idea who this woman is, but I knew somebody with her name, is all.
With her exact name?
Just her first name. The last names are different.
I
And
see.
the person I knew, she wasn't from the same place as Noelle over here. The Noelle that we're currently talking to. That is.
I see. Well, and she kind of like places a hand on Strix's shoulder. We're in this together if you ever need anything, you know.
E- Thank you. I appreciate your offer. And
Yes,
yes, I am also here for you if you need anything.
I appreciate it. Experiencing what we have is not an easy thing, but it makes us stronger, does it not? And she kind of like smiles at Strix, like trying to like give her a hopeful smile, like trying to cheer her up.
Yeah, Strix gives Asha an like a sort of uncertain smile back, and yes, we are certainly forged and shaped by our experiences, and that is why we have them, I suppose.
Yes, everything happens for a reason. Um, well,
Indeed.
I I won't bother you anymore. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
What's everyone else up to?
Yes, of course.
She like tiptoes back over to.
Pip sadly curled up in Valeska's lap.
Get the next time.
Thought I was doing good.
You're doing very good. Especially for a beginner.
Really? Listen,
Listening.
listen. If you give me the money that my mom gave you for a bodyguard, I could buy myself some armor, or something to help me protect myself better with, which I think would help protect me very well. What's gonna happen to the money if you don't give it to the bodyguard anyways? Are you just gonna haul it around for 50 years?
I'm gonna use it to pay for my own provisions, so you don't have to expend money on me.
Oh, then never mind. I'm not gonna take your money from you. Listen, if you're going to stay with us, you will be an equal. And I kind of like put both hands on her shoulder. Do you understand?
No. Yes?
What do you not understand about that?
Why are you touching me?
Because, oh, I'm sorry. I don't have to touch you if you don't want me to. I'm just trying to, be friendly. Yeah.
Well,
I've gone through a very large mix of emotions in the last 5 minutes, and I don't know whether or not you hate me, want me to stay, or really like me.
Noelle,
Don't hate you.
Yes?
can you dance?
No. Sort of, maybe.
Well, if you are to be an equal in this group, everybody here joins in our performance.
Alma doesn't really join in.
Oh, she's going to.
I haven't
I will
joined
not.
in once.
Oh, you're going to.
I will not.
You will.
No.
I would love to see you make me.
Wink.
Come on, Alma, I helped you buy a sword. You should dance.
I paid you back for that, Pip.
I'll pay you back if you dance. With interest.
Well, the question I posed is to Noelle.
Dance if
I
you don't
answered
want
your
to.
question.
We can always teach you to dance, but even if you learn to dance, you don't have to. And I kind of just.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave
You
your
can if
friends
you want.
behind.
No.
God.
Does that mean you're no friends of mine?
No.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
We don't dance.
Oh my god.
It's like that movie,
Anyway.
but it's like goblins don't dance.
It's not that I hate you. I just hate that my mom is getting involved in my business. I don't want anything to do with her or anyone but Vice Ravana. Hey! I have an idea. Maybe you could help me break Vice Ravana out of that stupid stuffy place.
She just goes, wait. What?
We can pick her out. Maybe not now, but eventually.
Her right eye starts twitching again.
Listen, the only person I give a shit about on that whole fucking island is V.
Seer's not
And
an
you're-
island.
You peninsula, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit what it is. I don't care about anyone there except for V.
You say peninsula and you can see her, she like looks down and starts like counting on her fingers.
Maybe you could be helpful with that. That would be really useful. At the very least, you have to follow me and protect me if I go there, right?
That feels like an abusive contract.
Because I don't want you to be here in the first place. You're the one who's choosing to follow me around.
I didn't. Okay.
I don't want to help in any rebellion or anything. I just want to break my sister out. Not now. But eventually.
Yes, my lady.
Of course. And you don't even have to do that if you don't want to. It's just a thought. But I would be very interested to... Maybe we could get a hold of some magic that could help us, like, talk to V. Because I miss her so much, you know? Do you have any sisters or brothers that you're close with, Noelle?
A few.
A few? Do you miss them a lot? How long has it been since you saw them?
Like 2 weeks.
Oh. Well, it's been 6 months since I saw my twin sister, who's my best friend, and I miss her so much, and so we're gonna get her back. That's our new mission. Well, after we defeat these, like, weird cultists or whatever. By the way, we're about to, like, go back to Kalium, and there's this, like, a bunch of, like, these weird fucking magicians that might be undead, and we might be, like, uncovering this, like, weird mystery. Just
She
so
sits
you know,
down in the
just so you're
sands,
prepared.
crosses her ankles, puts her arm around her knees, and just starts drawing small circles in the sand.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, my lady.
What did I just say?
Life is futile.
That's not what I said. No, Noelle, I don't want you to stay here if you don't want to, and I also don't want you to stay here if you're not open to the idea of being friends with us.
I am morally, contractually, and literally obligated to be here.
My fucking god. How much was the contract?
Uh-oh.
1600 platinum.
No.
Holy
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, where do I sign up to be a bodyguard?
It's
I don't
it's
know
a
why
family
they want to-
business.
I don't know why they want to protect me all of a sudden. It's been like 50 years. Do you know why they suddenly decided to protect me? I mean, it's like
Well, I got contracted 35 years ago. You're just very hard to find. I had to spend most of my money on this compass. You can see the
What?
compass is just pointing straight at you.
But I wasn't even involved with Hope 35 years ago.
Well, parents do care about their children, even if they're not particularly good at showing it.
They kicked me out. Made my sister away from them. I don't give two shits about them.
I don't think I'm the person to talk to for advice on this.
Well, who else do I have to talk to? I need a...
The green one looks like he gives good advice.
You know, that's a very good point. Ragavir, what should I do?
I don't think he was
Bring her with us.
Well, I mean, about my sister. Obviously, we're going to bring Noelle with us. She doesn't have anything else to do.
I forgot where your sister is.
She's in Seer.
Is it not okay for her to be in Seer?
Away from me. Like, it's... She doesn't want to be there. She ran away in the first place so that we could be together.
Then why isn't she with you?
Because a bunch of
Oh,
kidnappers...
never mind. I remember this now. Yeah.
Cause a bunch of fucking kidnappers, like, kidnapped her and delivered her, like near Seer, and then some royal bodyguards, like, rescued her, and now she's stuck in the palace again.
Well, maybe the palace is the safe place for her to be? She's probably not as powerful as you are. Can't defend
Pretty decent
herself
with a
like
sword,
you.
But... we used to get into a lot of trouble, the two of us. I miss her so much. Well, I guess all of this is redundant, because there's nothing we can do about it now. Okay, so we were going back to Kalia?
Yes, that
Let's go.
is our. Aren't we camping down for the night?
It is.
Yes.
The sun is, or the plane of fire is literally gone. It is
Oh.
just nighttime right now.
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna start
nighttime.
spreading out, like, my bedroll next to Alma, and I'm gonna, like, pat the space next to me, and I'm going to say, Noelle, you can sit with us. We can get to know you better.
But I made Noelle a circle. They gotta stay in the circle. That's the rules of the game.
You made it's more of an octagon, really.
Well, do I look perfect here?
No, not at all.
Yes.
Exactly.
Uh,
He hops back in the cart.
You don't have to stay in the circle.
She feels like she pulled away some sort of life lesson. Are you sure? I feel like it was made just for me.
If you want to stay in the circle, you can, but you don't have to.
She kind of like takes her glaive off, digs it into the sand inside the circle to use as like a back rest, and just sort of leans against it in the circle. I'll stay here.
It's a nice circle.
Watches today.
Who's taking first
want
watch?
to take one?
I'll take the first 4 hours.
Can I take, the second?
Ragavir will take the first 2 hours in partnership with Alma.
Okay.
Yeah, also, can Pip do his, Pip requests, if he could do his alone?
Alone,
You want
Yeah.
to do your watch alone,
Yeah.
but why?
I got a lot to think about. You understand, right?
I can promise you I will not speak to you.
if it's
Okay, Alma, I trust you. You can go on my watch for me, but you can't say a peep.
She's very good
No
at that.
problem.
That's why you and me are best friends, Alma.
No response from her.
I can take
My
a
best friend,
What?
not
Classic
your best
Alma.
friend. Excuse me?
Well, cannot someone not have multiple best friends?
Yeah.
Or looks very conflicted. Yeah. Well, it's not fair if I only get to have one best. Well, I guess I have V, but she's not here right now.
You can pick more than one. You're the only person holding yourself back is you.
Fair.
I don't
Okay.
think me having multiple best friends stop you from having multiple best friends.
Yeah, but it makes me feel sad because then I only have one best friend, and you don't even like me that much.
I will take the last watch.
Oh, Noel, me and you can do 4 hours together, the last 4 hours, and then Asha can join us if she wants.
I need to sleep.
You can sleep then. That's fine. I'll do the last 4 hours.
Immediate.
Oh my god, like a horse. She sleeps standing like a
He's
horse.
stronger than me.
I'll take a watch if all the watches aren't taken already.
I think the
There's
third
third
slot.
Okay, I'll take the third slot then.
Time for Valeska. Knocks out.
She has to be back in the bedroll.
Valeska starts snoring like a horse like
Valeska.
Noel.
She starts talking in her sleep like, oh my god, a horse.
Right. Can I get my
So me and Ragavir.
Can I get my first watch perceptions?
Okay, I'm gonna burn a wild shape to have my owl out, which I can have it out for just one wild shape for all 2 hours now, so I'll give myself advantage.
Your owl dies.
What?
You don't say
Fucking
anything.
could you?
Nothing interesting.
Just passes away.
I summoned my owl. Fuck you.
Natural causes. You summoned a really old owl by accident.
It had a Fey heart attack.
It's like the fucking owl from the Secret of Nim.
Oh no.
Who?
Oh no.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend being that exhausted.
What?
Isn't that dead?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what
No,
is
Nick
with my.
was dead.
I don't know what is up with my character sheet. Sorry.
Conditions.
I don't know why it
Just
rolled.
take like a million long rests until the exhaustion goes away.
Look, it put the exhaustion over there,
Just
but like.
No, you have to check
Oh.
it. There you go. Keep doing it.
Oh no, what's going on?
Did Ragavir and Alma say anything to one another? Or Cat Jam?
Cat
I
Jam.
don't have
Alright.
anything.
The unified brain cell goes on break.
Let her rest.
2 hours goes by. Can I get my second perception check from whoever the second person is?
I think that's Pip.
Yeah,
it's,
like my
Pip
sheet is
and Alma.
linked. 'Cause
Unless
pretty
Alma
much
needs to roll another, but
over there.
Do I need to roll another one or?
Nope.
It puts my statuses over there.
14. Don't see much of anything. It's pretty out.
okay.
Damn it.
Pip's gonna like kind of look at Alma and be like, "I'm gonna be right back. You keep an eye on everything."
What's this over there?
Almost
He
no thumbs
doesn't
up.
go. He doesn't go far. He kind of just like goes to where the cart is like stationed, and he kind of just like sits behind it. And he crosses his arms and he like lowers his head and holds his hands together. And he starts trying to communicate with someone, at least in his mind. And he says in his mind, "Time? Father Time? Are you there? I really need to talk to you regarding what happened today. I'm sure you're very aware. I didn't do that on purpose.
And pause for a moment. And kind of the wind just sort of like blows by, but it's dead silent, other than the soft breathing of Alma a couple feet away.
She's like specifically like not looking in his direction since she asked for privacy, or since he asked for privacy.
Mm-hmm.
What a good Alma. he kind of just like sits there a couple moments trying to like think, but like his mind kind of goes out of control, and he starts to grow frustrated. He makes little growls, and he brings his hands up and clutches his hair and starts rolling around in the sand and kicking it. He's like, it's not supposed to be that way! And he's like crying out loud at this now. Like shaking and crying. I'm not supposed to be on that. Please.
I hear the crying.
Yeah, probably he's like kind of like out of control, like whining.
Okay.
At this point, he's kind of just like kicking around in the sand, angrily flinging it around sometimes, and hissing and crying, sobbing.
More time goes by. You don't hear anything.
By that time, he kind of just calms down. And he waddles back over to Alma. It's out of like, did you see anything?
She just shakes her head at him.
Okay. And he just stays quiet. He's like looking down a little bit, kind of like drawing circles in the sand, mimicking what he saw Noelle doing earlier.
Gotcha. Second watch completes. Nothing. Almost switch off. Pip switch off.
Pip curls up in Valeska's lap. Sleepies.
Sleepy.
Who's taking third?
Me and
Me.
yes.
$18 and Bree, roll. Thank you.
Natural
got
20.
eyes.
You bed down, kind of like look around, kind of get your bearings, thinking about today's events. A lot of events. You kind of look up and you see that same purplish streak of lightning just originating from somewhere to the west and heading somewhere to the east.
Can I do any sort of check to figure out what it is?
I think we've already done rounds of checks on this. Came down to Ragavir's story time.
I don't get anything for my nat 20. Okay.
You get to see it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But rest of the night's for the most part uneventful, unless there's anything you two wanted to talk about once more.
Yeah, Strix will go up to Cora and he'll say, this Noelle, she really doesn't mean anything to you?
She is. Do I know anything about her name, or do I know anything about her?
Make a history check.
History ain't that great. Oh, 16.
The name Cress is familiar. You remember it mentioned a few times among some guards, but you don't. You know, the actual history of the family is a bit beyond you.
The name, the surname. It was kind of. It was probably some family name of bodyguards or something back home. Everybody's really into that whole lineage thing.
Yeah, Strix nods, but there's a sort of distant look in her eyes. Oh, well, I was just wondering, I suppose, and she'll step away.
Wait. You've been acting kind of off ever since she showed up.
Have I?
A little bit. Like, I don't know, you seem like you're a little bit lost in your head.
Oh, yes, I suppose I have been thinking. I told Asha about this, but it's just that I used to know somebody named Noel, is all, and I guess it just made me think.
Person like a friend of yours?
We we were certainly close. She was my mother, actually.
She die?
Presumably.
Presu- what? What do you mean, presumably?
She was an adventurer, had lived in Bardos her entire life. Do you know much about Bardos, about the crypt?
Not really.
Well, there are many adventurers in Bardos who make their living venturing into the crypts, bringing back whatever golden treasure they find. My mother and father, for that matter, were such adventurers. They had retired for a while after I was born, but when I was about 16, there was an offer that was, they said it was too good to refuse, so they went off and they never returned.
Both of your parents?
Yes.
Oh shit. Huh. And like, just to clarify, are you like an Asimar or
A-
what's the like?
Asim- yeah, Strix like has sort of a funny, like almost sort of ashamed look when Cora says Asimar. Yes, I am an Asimar, but Asimar tend to be born from parents with no divine influence. Both of my parents were just normal humans.
Much about Asimars. Like, does that mean that like some distant relative of yours was a god or something, or an angel, or does it mean that an angel blessed you?
I'm not sure.
Your parents know?
Mm,
Oh, well, did they know?
Uh, well, no, I've done a lot of reading on the matter. It's been an interest of mine for as long as I remember, but even then, materials are scarce. Uh, from my understanding, it seems to be more of the second thing that you said, that there's some sort of divine influence involved.
Me. Like we were both like touched, I guess, by
Yes,
gods.
I suppose you could say that.
I guess, cause I was born with these powers too, you know. Um,
Hmm.
you looked. Is there something wrong with being an Asimar? You kind of had a weird look on your face when I mentioned it.
Well, it's the gods. There's. I I know, like, when we talked last, I told you that I was told that the gods are still present and doing everything in their power to protect the mortal plane, but that's not the widely held belief, I suppose. My parents, they loved me a lot, and I suppose that's the reason that they tried to be careful.
Okay. Oh, so you were like had trouble with a bunch of bigots or something, right?
Not directly, not that obtusely, but discretion never hurts.
I think comfortably there, I'm going to wrap up the watch for that. I believe
Listen,
it's Asha's
I have to.
tap-in.
I take my role of drawing out other people's backstories very seriously.
I appreciate it.
So we'll pin on that. Strix, you can head to bed, and I believe Asha's taking last. If only because no one else can.
Yeah.
Unless you guys want Valeska on watch.
No,
No.
Crawls out of the cart.
Get in the robot, or otherwise Ray has to.
No.
Do your watch, otherwise Valeska has to.
No. So you wake me up, Strix?
Yes.
Okay. She wakes up and does her watch. Perception check incoming.
13?
A 13.
It's nice out. It's cool. Probably like a 60-degree day. No bugs. Except
Love
Cora. You know, Cora gets bit a little bit, but you know, they're not particularly interested in vampies. Anything to talk about?
What was that, Cora?
Is Valeska your girlfriend?
What? Excuse me. What was it?
Valeska your girlfriend?
We are
Like, are y'all dating? Romantically entwined?
we are childhood friends. We have I've known her my whole life. And she means a lot to me.
Seems like y'all are dating. Like, whenever I asked you, I said earlier that me and Alma are the same as you and Valeska. You kind of were like, oh, does that mean y'all are dating? I thought you weren't interested in her romantically. Does that mean you're interested in Valeska romantically?
I mean, well.
Don't worry, I won't tell her. I promise. I am a very good secret keeper. Cora has like a very serious look on her face.
Well, to be honest with you, Valeska, she is, and she kind of like has this like sheepish look on her face. She usually looks like pretty serious, and she looks kind of like flustered at this. Valeska is, she is, I mean, she is my everything.
Well, yeah, that's great. You can be that, like, I feel like platonically, and that's
Oh.
fine. You can do that platonically. I'm wondering if you're doing that romantically.
Well,
Like, have you ever kissed her?
no, 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 no. No.
You haven't?
No. But I was, I've actually, I do have a plan when we get into Kellium. I had an idea. I've been kind of thinking on it.
You're gonna ask her to marry you?
Well, it's not quite like that. It's just that, well, you see, I learned a new spell, and it would allow me to protect her. But I need to go shopping to get some items. And my intention behind the rings would be that of a romantic one. I've
You haven't
been
like
trying to feel her out to see if she feels the same. You know, she's very
Cora like puts a
friendly.
hand on her shoulder and she's like, Asha, she absolutely feels the same. You guys look at each other like you want to make out, like 50% of the time. It is very mutual, I promise you.
So then you think she will receive the platinum rings with joy then?
I absolutely do. Oh my goodness. If you need any help, just let me know. I can help you look for it.
Yes, I need to find 2 platinum rings.
Wait,
And
2 platinum rings, you said?
yes, it's
hold on,
for
hold
the
on, hold on.
spell that I have.
Hold on. I'm gonna rummage around in my pockets, and I'm gonna pull out the 2 platinum rings that I found on the dead people's bodies.
Why do you have 2 what? Why do you have Were you going to use this for somebody?
No,
I couldn't take this if you are going to use this for somebody you feel those kind of feelings for.
Listen, my romantic situation is all kinds of complicated right now. Do you want the absolute truth and you promise not to be grossed out by it?
It's difficult to gross me out, but you can try.
I found these on some undead bodies while we were in that wine cellar. I washed them off and stuff, and I sanitized them with some alcohol. But if you don't want them, I understand, but they're yours if you want them.
I mean, are you sure? I mean, honestly, I think it's kind of cool they came from dead bodies. I mean, I'm kind of a
I mean, they died together. Isn't that kind of romantic?
Yeah, I mean, maybe her and I can have the same luck to be together side by side through life and you know.
Fucking
And besides,
morbid.
I would do anything to see true love blossom. Here, and I'm just gonna kind of like put them in your hands. Here.
She like accepts them and she has like this like really gracious look on her face and she's like, "Wow, well, I don't know what to say. I am in your debt. If you ever need a favor, let me know and I will do my best to certainly help you. Wow, this is they're so beautiful." And she's like looking at them like, and she looks like so thankful to you.
Oh, that's what friends are for.
You gather that they're worth 49 gold.
Dang.
I'm just fucking with you.
I go and get
There's
a
no debt
diamond or
among
something.
friends.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm gonna like go and borrow a bunch of money from you and then not pay you back, but you know what I mean. You know, there's no debt among friends. You don't owe me anything.
A favor for a favor, you know? If you ever need something, let me know.
Okay.
I know that I've been trying to do my best to show my affections towards you, but I think sometimes maybe they're misunderstood. Perhaps it's a cultural difference or something. But
Something that's wrong with me, honestly. I think
No.
the one that's the normal one. I just
Oh no, don't say that. I'm far from normal. It's different cultures. Not one is not better than the other. Just different.
I mean, even back home, I never really fit in that well. I just
Well,
sometimes I just I say things and like I do things and like people don't interpret them the way that I mean them to. And I don't know. I guess I can be kind of sensitive about like, because a lot of people really didn't like me, so I kind of. V always said that I thought everyone hated me because I was used to people hating me. Not well, hating me is a kind of exaggerated word for it, but I don't know. People didn't really react that well to like who I was as a person and like my powers and stuff in CA. I mean, I know that it's kind of like easy to think, oh, she grew up as like a noble and was super privileged and stuff, and I was, but like my parents kicked me out for like having these like weird powers and like
She's kind of like nodding as you're explaining things to her.
it wasn't very easy, and I don't know.
Yes, that sounds very difficult. Where I'm from our culture, powers are something to be celebrated and something that are revered. That's Valeska. She's blessed with powers, and it is something that we celebrate in our culture. I can't imagine kicking somebody out.
Well,
I'm sorry that happened to you.
it's kind of my own fault. And Cora looks like suddenly like uncharacteristically saddened. Well, you have to promise you won't tell anyone. I don't want them to be scared of me. I'm a lot better at dealing with this than I used to be, but when I was really young, like I'd always been kind of weird and always been kind of like attuned to fire, I guess. But I was like sleeping in the same bed as my sister, and like I don't remember what exactly happened. I think I had some sort of terrible nightmare, and like all of a sudden like my powers like were like woof, bitch, we're here, and then I horribly burned her and me, and it was really bad, and I felt really, really awful. And also the bed was like burnt really bad. They managed to like keep it from setting the house on fire. And so like for a long time it was kind of like really, I guess people were kind of like afraid of me and stuff. It wasn't fun, but I don't know. I'm a lot better now than I used to be, but for a long time, I had a really hard time controlling my powers, and nobody really knew what to do with me, and so that's kind of also a very big part of the reason why they kicked me out, because, like, my dad didn't want everyone to know that he had, like, this, like, fucked up daughter and stuff, you know? It's not really because of the power, like, me having power, it's just, like, I guess, for some reason, something was wrong with me, and I couldn't control it, and I still don't know why, but...
Well, I think, being touched by the divine is not, something is not wrong with you, it's just, I think, something that is misunderstood. I, too am, touched by fire.
Really?
Yes, though not quite like you.
It's at this point, Ragavir sneezes extremely loudly, shakes the cart, and everyone in the cart wakes up.
Dad sneeze.
Dad sneeze!
Cora, like, fucking jumps. What the heck?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Strix sits up, like, too quickly and bangs her head on the ceiling of the cart. Or on, like, one of those beams. I don't know how carts work.
Dust storm. She's holding Tiff.
Oh my gosh.
So, sorry.
Oh, never mind.
Is it like
Ragavir!
morning now? We've been talking a lot, so oh no, it's not?
It is.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, we were talking a lot. It's probably morning, like probably everyone got their long rest in, I'd imagine, Hope.
Oh god. We can pick up this conversation later. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no need to be sorry at all. You have nothing to be sorry for. I appreciate, and she like tucks the rings away. I appreciate your kindness, and like I said, if you ever need something, just let me know.
And I'm gonna kind of go and like poke at Ragavir with my foot, and I'm gonna be like, "Look what you did, you oaf!"
What?
There's like a little singe mark in like the side of the wood in the cart.
Oh my god.
What?
I can't remember what type of breath you have. Is it acid?
Lightning.
Lightning. Okay, there's a little bit of a singe mark.
Oh, good job.
Point at the singe mark, and I'm like, look what you did! You almost set the whole fucking cart on fire. What are you trying to do? Be me?
Yes, it is. It is my goal to replace the wayfish elf girl.
Wayfish? Is wayfish a... Wait, I'm gonna turn to Asha and I'm gonna say, I forgot, is wayfish a good thing? I don't remember.
Does I'm not even sure Ragnar actually knows that word.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's like
Don't
someone
know
who's like
either.
super
Skinny,
thin,
like-
It's
Ghostly
I guess.
skinny.
yeah. Yeah, who would Ragavir know that?
No, probably not.
Maybe it's like the one word he heard somewhere and he was like, oh yeah, I gotta keep that for
It
my...
says, according to Google, it means thin and looking unhealthy or uncared for.
To me.
That's Flusca right now. Well, he
Oh.
just woke up. Maybe he's confusing
It's not an insult if you could make it look good.
I...
She gives like a weak smile.
To be fair, I didn't know about the latter term of that definition. I just always thought it was like referred to just like a tiny lady.
You all start gathering up your stuff. Cora, you look over and you can see Noelle just kind of like propped up against her glaive, head to the side, still sleeping, and just a steady stream of drool.
Go wake her up.
Mm.
Noelle, we're getting ready to leave.
Mm.
You want some food?
Yes.
Yeah, Ragavir casts good berry and distributes good berries to everybody.
Oh.
Harry.
And he tucks it in his pocket.
It's really good food. Here,
See,
try it. It's magic.
In my pocket.
It's the goodest bear you'll ever taste.
Mm.
He eats worse too.
What?
The noise that you just...
What
The
about it?
GM made one.
I mean, she can starve to death if you prefer.
Snozberries.
Oh my god. Have rations.
And I've nudged her with my foot again.
Hmm?
Come on.
I'm coming. We haven't started moving yet. Where am I going? Do you want me to lead?
Well, oh, I thought you meant that she was still asleep. I'm sorry.
No, she says this to you. You nudged her. Here, let me use my compass. He starts leading. Oh wait, it points, turns around to you.
I
like her attitude.
There is no reason to be sassy.
Oh,
Okay.
she's not the morning person.
I like it though. Keep going.
Pip.
Huh.
No one needs your attitude either. Everybody is
I don't
always
have
giving me
attitude,
fucking sass.
Look, I don't like. Look, I'm not giving you attitude. I'm just saying I like her attitude.
I don't think it's appropriate for a noble leader to swear as often as you do.
You know something? The cool thing about being a noble lady is I can do whatever the fuck I want. And anyways,
No, I don't think you
Meow.
can. That's why you're here.
Hmm?
What?
listen,
Alma heard that and snorted in the background.
listen.
Screaming
They
inside.
kicked me. The minute they kicked me out, I stopped considering myself a noble lady. If they wanted me to like do all their like hoity-toity bullshit, they would have like, I don't know, been nicer to me or some shit.
She looks towards the cart and with eyes of just pleading.
Well, we should be on our way to Callium. We've got quite a lot of things to do, so shall we make haste?
Yes.
Okie
I just realized, did Noelle recognize Alma? Or, you know.
Didn't seem to.
Okay, cool.
You all travel on. For the sake of brevity and not doing another camping session, we're gonna arrive at Kalium today.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
How many days passed for that?
2.5.
Technically.
2.5.
Okay.
Oh.
So, we arrive in Kalium on the 3rd day. You guys all see the gates of the city, the walled-in circular city. Where are we going?
Good old Kalam.
Well, why am I so
Should we go
big?
back to that inn?
Maybe go back and check in with Ilya first.
Or we could go get sword and stuff first.
My
The
shield.
sword, the sword!
Sorry, I don't know
Yeah,
why I'm
getting
so
the sword
big.
first.
You're so big.
It's daytime, right? Like we just got there like early morning.
Yeah, you're getting there like probably 2
On the
p.m.
map. Fucking
2
huge.
p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go get my sword, folks. Alma's very determined to get somewhere right now.
Yeah.
My shield.
And your shield. And how do you feel about performing, Boliska? Are you doing better? You.
I feel like I will be better in exactly 3.5 days.
I see. Okay. Well, that take all the time you need.
So long from now.
I am very tired, Pip. I don't know what to say.
Tell Tyre to go away.
I would
Ish.
like to.
We should get the Pippa a new flute as well.
I want a new flute.
That will make me feel better.
Instrument too. Did you know that I can play a bunch of instruments?
Well, we should get you an instrument also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's go get that sword. I want to see Alma's new sword.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Okay.
To the blacksmith.
Going in through the merchant's quarters, are you just beelining it
Beeline.
with your
Yeah.
cart fixed with a donkey and a gallant?
Can we? Should we drop off our donkey at the stables, or is it pretty typical to like go through the town with your cart and stuff?
I mean, people have to bring their carts and shit elsewhere. Going through the merchant quarters is a little tight, but you can make it work.
Okay. Then yeah, we do that.
Okay. Do you guys remember the name of the shop?
Give me a second.
I think Cora probably would, but I do not.
Ha.
The only thing I remember is the name of the inn.
I barely read it.
I could at least know what the sign looks like.
It's true. I'm just curious how long it's gonna take. Alma's
Asha
using
will
her
know.
whole brain cell to find it, so.
I would assume that Asha and Valeska would probably have a better idea.
Probably.
They know the quarter in the district. I don't know if you guys would have ever been there, other than the one time you've gone, but
Then no, I don't know.
it's alright.
I mean, I'd probably take note of where it is so that I can go get my stuff again.
Takes about 15 minutes as you get into the merchant's quarters. You're, like, wandering around, just kind of like, no, okay, here it is. And you arrive on the outside of Titan's Arms. You see the familiar forge, and you can hear hammering away, the sound of metal against metal.
I spend my time while we're like trying to get over there to use my disguise kit to make myself look less scary.
Okay.
Because the lady's seen me before.
Oh yeah.
Could Pip be helping you with your makeup?
Make a roll.
What roll do I make for the disguise kit?
It'd be plus dex.
Fine.
Are you helping me?
Yeah, can I help with the makeup?
Helping mommy with her makeup?
Can I help mommy with makeup?
Mm. Tentatively, yes, because you are a rogue.
Thank God.
Yes, one more
Should we do a
point.
check? Oh,
I just
the
rolled with
ED
advantage.
Oh, you're good. I mean, same thing.
You definitely feel prettier than you have felt in the last couple of days.
You're so pretty.
Thank you. I'm trying not to scare people I do business with.
That makes sense.
Well, I think you look the same as you always do.
Thank you, Asha, even though I know that's not true.
It's true to me.
I appreciate it.
Are you all helping Valeska enter the building?
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. I
Yeah.
need someone's arm help.
Yeah, Asha would be definitely like rush over to her and help her.
Alright. You all head
I'll
into
leave.
the somewhat familiar
Lead on
shop.
Asha.
Don't see anyone behind the counter.
I'm gonna shout out, like call out. Hey, is anybody here?
You hear like a jolt from like the back room. Oh.
Shit, she works at
Oh,
night.
be careful.
She works at
Kind of opens the door to the back. Oh, hello. It's been a while.
Oh, hello.
She nods.
You got the goods ready for us?
I have the shield ready. It's been ready for a couple of days.
Oh, awesome.
Can I get it?
Absolutely.
Sword?
Because, not quite. Kind of burnt myself out as well as one of my other workers doing the express on the shield. So we lost a day. I can have it ready in 2 days tops.
Take your
Alma
time.
nods.
Exhaust
She's
yourself.
holding tears back.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna go and I'm gonna.
If
kinda,
I had
like,
known that she wouldn't be back for the shield, I wouldn't have put so much. She kind of looks sadly at Velasca. Effort. But let me go get that for you.
I see that you put a lot of effort in. Oh, there she goes.
Kind of like
I'm
hurries.
gonna kind of go and pat Alma on the back. It's okay. It's only 2 days. You've waited this long.
Alma just nods morosely.
You hear like the clattering in the back, and then you see half of Orica like reappear holding the dragon scale shield. So we have this one, and then it would be 2 days if there was any other blacksmith, and like pulls out the sword, the long, grossly oversized greatsword made
Alma
of.
has literally the biggest smile on her face. None of you have seen this amount of emotion from her in like a week time.
Kind of does like little tippy taps.
She is thrilled right now.
Comes out and places the sword across the counter as well as the shield. Well, for my patrons.
Wait, so you haven't finished? I thought you would have it finished in a couple days.
Now, darling, I am not the most grand when it comes to sarcasm, but I have my moments.
Oh, you had me fooled. You're great.
Gives you a wink.
It's really good.
Alma is speechless. A single tear rolls down her face.
It's beautiful, isn't it, Alma?
Feeling it like a baby.
The weight on
Very
it,
big baby.
the weight on it is a little awkward, but as you're holding it, you start to realize like if you're gonna be like swinging this thing in motion, it's gonna feel great.
Spectacular.
You should name it.
All good swords have a
Okay.
name.
Genuinely, I can't come up with anything.
Name it Killer Destroyer Super Sword.
I'm going
Dragon.
I'm
Like-
going to just onto it for a little bit and let it name come to me.
A woman of patience. I would have thought otherwise, given how quickly you all wanted all of this. Darling, do you need help with the shield?
Oh, what makes you think that? And she's like barely holding on to it.
Typically, you hold the shield up and don't drag it across my floor.
I think I can get help from my friends, but I do appreciate it. You've already done so much for me.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm a little under the weather, but that is just because I had to hurry myself back to come see your great work.
She's got like a little. You're used to this type of line of work. You can see that rosy tint kind of like being hidden away.
Yeah.
Is there anything else any of you would like to buy while you're here?
Hey,
Any
I have
other-
a question.
Hmm?
Can you like what other services do you have besides just like making swords and selling swords? Do you enchant them or?
Oh no, I don't do things of that nature. That takes let's just say my mother used to tell me I'm as sharp as a marble.
Oh,
That's great.
No,
I'll
So,
hold
it
that
wasn't.
image
not
for
very
later,
sharp.
thinking about vicious mockery.
Goliaths are not the best with words, but we hit things very hard, which makes good work for shields and swords and armor.
I can
And-
appreciate that. Do you guys not have any type of like leather armor?
Oh, I have old leather armor if you need it. I mean, you might have to tailor it a little bit.
Oh no, I wanted studded leather.
Oh.
If you have the leather, I could run studs through it. It would take me a little bit, but
Wait, can I have it then? And he like holds out his hands now to Valeska.
Of course you can. Let me fish it out. And she's gonna just like get her bag and just kind of like open it so he can grab the leather armor.
He
She
goes in and he
also
like
has a
shoves half his body in and like drags it out.
okay. Any particular metal you want the rivets made out of, or just put them in?
Well, I just want studded leather armor. I don't think metal works well with me.
Oh, then
you
why
wanna
do you
dye the
want
color?
why do you want metal in the leather then?
Is that what studded leather armor is? Out of character question. I have no idea. I know I just wanted studded leather.
Studded
Leather
leather
is a
is
little, like,
leather with studs in
punctury.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what he wants.
Very well.
What
Give
is that,
me
like, any color?
6-ish hours.
Okay. What do I pay you?
30 gold.
Is that a fair price? Can I insight that?
It's fair.
Okay. Yeah. He gets 30 gold out of his massive pockets full of gold and just slaps it on the counter.
You are always my favorite when you come in the store.
Oh, you're my favorite blacksmith I've ever met.
Well, keep that in mind. You better come back anytime you need something made.
Oh, of course I will.
And like scoops it behind the counter, and sets it up.
Yeah, Strix is doing the mental math of how many blacksmiths Pip would have met.
One.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm gonna kind of look towards Noelle and I'm gonna say, this looks like your type of shop. Do you have anything you wanted to get here?
I have everything I need.
Okay.
Does she look like she
We
wants
can go
anything?
to
She looks like she's eyeing like some of the really expensive and like ornate stuff.
Oh, sure,
Oh,
girl, can't
that's
help you
really
there.
pretty. I don't think either of us are like have like the money for that quite yet, but someday we'll get you there.
I work with the royals. I'm used to just looking.
Hey, listen, what did I tell you? We're friends now. If you're gonna roll with us, you're gonna be treated the same as us. Now, I'm not gonna buy that for you if I can't buy it for myself. But whenever we get to the richy rich, well, I don't know if we'll ever get that amount of money. But if we do, I promise I'll hook you up.
She looked like she truly embraced Alma for like halfway through that conversation and just zoned out.
Is the shopkeeper still at the counter?
Cora notices that she like zones out and like visibly deflates and looks kind of sad. Okay. Anyways, can we go look at the enchanting magic lady stuff?
No, she isn't, Pip.
Dang.
Did you want something?
I just wanted to ask them where a shop would be where they sell instruments, and he's like twiddling his thumbs.
Oh, Asha, do you know?
I think I feel like we would know where the instrument shops are.
In the bazaar, there is one vendor that you've frequented, named Tria.
Tria.
Tria, yes, if we go to the bazaar, we can pay a visit to Tria. I'm sure she'll be able to help you.
Okay. He
As
like
well as,
waddles over and takes Asha's hand.
we'll be able to get instruments for both you and Cora.
Oh, could
Yeah.
we while we're still in the merchant's quarters though, could we stop by like the herbalist place and the magic place real quick? Huh?
Oh
Great.
no.
Not Zena.
Zena.
Wait, no. What was the herbalist?
No, I
Little
think
gnome
it
lady?
was.
No, it was Zena.
Yeah, the one that we weirded out by asking for poison repeatedly
weirded out
and
both of them.
insistently.
What do you mean we?
You're right. I had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, it was all me. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
Cora asked, "You guys want to go?"
Yeah, I don't see why not. Might as well take care of business while we're here, right?
Might as well.
Yes, I don't see why we shouldn't.
Where are we going?
To the magic, or to the instrument place first.
No, we're going
yeah.
to the.
I think
thought
we're
we
going
to the
to
herbalist
the-
because the bazaar is
Oh,
farther
herbalist.
away.
Oh yeah, whichever
Yeah,
one's first, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go to that same kind of mud hut store that all natural with like vines and every like coming out the door, like coating the windows, a bunch of different flower pots you can see from the entryway. You go inside. It smells like soil. Very distinctly like fertilizer.
Oh boy.
Goods like the good
Just-
like good soil or like
Oh,
red
it's definitely enriched.
soil?
Takes a deep
Soil.
breath.
Like when I was in Arkansas, I thought, wow, it must be nice outside. Roll down the window, and all I smell was fresh manure.
Oh no.
It was humid. Blech.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody in the store?
You see like a little rocking chair in one of the corners, just kind of like.
Damn that Foley. What a king.
Well, anybody here?
She kind of like looks towards you, like peers through through like two spectacles that make her eyes really big. You see a look of recognition and like.
See you.
Oh, it's you. Kind of sets her stuff down and does like a really uninterested jazz hands.
Oh my god. Me as
If I
an old
could get
lady.
a healer's kit, possibly.
What?
Do you have?
You keep cutting out, Bree.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wondering if I could get a healer's kit, possibly.
Oh. Okay.
Or a medicine kit or something like that. Just something to patch up wounds in the field.
I have plants that can do that. Kind of looks up at Ragavir, like, what do you actually want?
I'm just following her.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for you, my dear child. Walks
Really
behind the
rude of
counter.
You know something? That's really rude of you. I haven't done anything rude to you or mean to you, and you've been... You always treat me like I'm some sort of weirdo.
Do you know what a metronome is?
Yes, I do.
You know how it ticks very fast if you want it to?
Did you get cut off?
Off?
I haven't heard you reply.
Oh, I said, yes, I do. I used to play piano.
I don't like it when it goes that fast, and I like quiet. You're very opposite of what I like.
Well, just said so. I can be quiet. I can be so quiet.
That is-
Ragavir looks very yes at this proclamation.
Very.
Cora looks like she's very like eager to please. Like she just kind of like visibly like tries to like mute herself and like folds in on herself a little bit.
Are you hungry, babies?
Babies, yes,
I heard the screaming and I'm like, it's guinea pig time.
Love guinea pig time.
Should we take
Yeah.
breaks? Should we keep pinkies?
Piggy
What,
break.
do you feed your guinea pigs at midnight?
Love. They get to get food whenever they want.
Whenever they scream.
Yeah, they screamed for it.
Oh, that's fair.
Quite
They said,
literally.
Dad, I want food.
They're
I
trained.
want food now.
Now.
I want it now.
That's literally Pip. Just start screaming.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Time for his good berry.
For my good berry.
My bunny doesn't really make noise because bunnies don't really make noise, but he does he does thump whenever he's hungry.
So the one that screams, he does that, but he'll only scream for food when he's peeing.
Oh my
Oh my
god,
God.
sir.
An erotic little lad.
Holy shit.
Oh, I love this video. They are wild and free.
You see Zena kind of go behind the counter and start like lifting stuff up, and you see her arms like peek over the counter. She puts some like folded leaf packaging up at the top. It's the most aggressive whisper I've ever heard. Kind of sets 3 of them up there.
I'm trying really hard.
It's not your fault, dear. Sometimes people just aren't meant to get along.
Okay.
Puts a little step stool in front of her and steps up to the counter. Healer's kits. Good for immediate wound repair. Some ointments to put over, bad wounds. She looks over at Alma. If you hit someone with that, I wouldn't recommend using one of these for it.
Thank you. She says thank you softly, like that was a compliment, wasn't it? Because
It's a big fucking sword.
it's a compliment.
Yes.
Isn't her sword so pretty? We just got it.
It looks like it's made of bone.
It is. It's dragon bone.
That's horrifying.
Thank you. Another soft thank you from behind.
There's 75 gold each.
Oh wow.
Alma blushing.
Can I insight check to see if that's a good price?
Sure, go ahead.
She's up charging you the fuck for that.
Sounds appropriate.
I'm gonna look towards Valeska.
Valeska slowly shakes her head. Bad price.
Valeska says that's a bad price.
Don't put my name on that.
Well, Valeska can eat ass. 75 gold.
Pip kind of chimes in. He's like, "Hey there. Remember, I once bought something from you. Do you think perhaps that maybe it could be a little bit cheaper?"
Make a persuasion check.
I know Cor can be a bit, and I'm rolling that.
Can I give him bardic inspiration?
What was it? Persuasion?
No.
Okay.
You know what? Fine. You lied. That's fine. You can inspire him. So you get an extra D6.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hot.
You might want to just save that.
Nice. Good.
75 gold each. I don't know where else you've seen plants grow in the desert, but it's kind of a niche.
I tried. And he pats Cor and then walks away.
And Cora just kind of shrugs and she's like, "Oh well, I guess if one of us is on the brink of death, y'all can fix them." And then she starts to go and walk out. And she walks out.
Yeah, Strix just turns to Xena and says, "We're not purchasing poison," and then just walks away.
God.
Gives the weirdest, turned head look.
Jesus.
Yeah, Ragavir just watches Strix walk away, just eyes wide, looks at her, looks back to Senna, and is just
Alma
I'm
is
sorry
Yeah,
Alma
Asha's
really
the
brought
for
same.
out
all
of
of
her.
that.
Oh, well, I like your company. Kind of looks at Alma and Ragavir.
Thank
I
you.
am so sorry for that.
I think the only 2 words that Alma has said to this woman is thank you, and she said it twice.
Those are good
They're
words.
better
They're
words than
bad.
what Strix said.
Anything else? She's just kind of like staring at you guys.
Nah, Ragger's gonna just like wave goodbye then, and just like walks out.
I
Ta-ta.
don't think we can come back here. Then I leave.
That's hurtful. It's alright.
Well-
My succulents will keep me company.
I hope you have a great day. I'm very sorry again. And Asha's just like awkwardly like waving and nodding and like bowing out like.
I'll be back sometime later, and then he leaves.
Ominous. She goes back to suing.
Alma gives a light wave and follows everyone else out.
She gives you a heavy wave.
A medium wave. Trifecta is complete.
What's next? Is it the magic shop or the instrument thing?
Instrument, I think, or
It's a magic shop.
Dorora's.
Magic and then instruments, since we're in the merchants district.
Aurora.
Hello? Is it not?
I hear
Hello?
you.
Magic shop's in the same general
oh,
area.
yeah, whatever's next, whatever's closest.
It's Dorora's in the merchant district still.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go that. And it's Dorora, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dorora.
We have to sing it.
You're like,
We have to all sing it when we come in.
Kind of open the door, dingling.
Aurora.
Dorora.
Anybody inside?
You see,
Copies
you
his
both-
mom's Dorora.
you see her like as Valeska kind of does it. She like smiles and lifts her head, and then Asha does it, and then the smile fades a little bit. Turns her head a little confused, and then Pip does it. And she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, Strix says it, but like a lot of hesitation in her voice. Like,
Aurora.
Yes, my dears. So happy to see you again. Hello, little one.
Hello.
I see that cloak is still treating you well.
I love the cloak. Thank you again.
Oh, no need to thank me. You gave me quite the penny for it.
And maybe more. Depends what you got.
Hmm. I like repeat customers. She looks at Valeska. You know how to pick them.
I do.
Dear, are you feeling okay?
Everyone keeps asking me that.
Well, it looks like you're dragging your knuckles like a chimp. So,
No, I am not okay. But I will be. I just need to maybe catch up on some sleep.
very well. How are you, dears?
Good. I'm from Valeska. Also, we have a new friend. Say hi, Noelle.
She does like that same like awkward half curtsy. My name is Noelle Crest. Nice to meet you. Dorora. Nice to meet you as well. Looks at the rest of you.
Jin.
Did you
And-
buy a maid?
No, she's just someone that we happen to pick up. She's just a friend of ours.
Mom bought for her.
No, my mom didn't buy me anything. That's besides the point. Anyways,
She looks back at Valeska. I'm going to rescind my last compliment.
No.
we don't buy people because buying people is wrong. She's
It's
our
not
friend.
often
You
go out
may
on
be
an
in the
adventure and
wrong
come back
city.
with +1.
I'm sorry?
You may
It's
be in the
not-
wrong city if you don't like slaves.
I can't do anything to change a whole city. I just know that I am personally against it. If that makes any sense.
Whatever
anyways.
floats your moral boat.
Of course. I have a question for you. So, I am naturally magically inclined, but it has come to my attention recently that I could perhaps stand to learn some control or technique from this. And I was wondering if you, being someone who knows stuff about magic and stuff, could help me with that.
In the arts of the arcane? Are you interested in wizardry?
Be any good at that, because I'm not really that smart, but I've got a lot of like natural power, if that makes any sense, like stuff I was born with. I don't know if I could like use that or infuse it or do something with it. I thought that you might know.
Are you looking to inscribe? Are you looking to enchant? I'm not quite sure what you're asking for.
Ebbing?
What?
You got cut off.
What is inscribing?
The art of empowering items. It's similar to enchanting in what I do, but it's more boom, if you would put it unintellectually.
You think I could learn how to do that?
If you have a propensity for one type of magic, anything's possible. Depends on your dedication.
Right. How would I learn how to do that?
Well, you can either do books, find a teacher, find the materials, which are probably a bit pricey. Other than that, you could go to Latches. They're always innovating magic.
Interesting. Could you teach me?
I could maybe teach you some of the basics, but
I'll be a very good student. I know that when we first met, I came off as really crazy. I don't mean to do that. That's an accident. My friends have been teaching me a lot about like self-control and like what to say and what not to say. And I've gotten a lot better. I promise.
she's gonna give like an eye to Valeska. Eyebrows
Wink.
raised. You say wink or blink?
No, I wink at her.
Oh.
I say wink.
Wink.
Dude, strength 3, can't close eye.
Fuck.
You wink
More
at
like
her.
can't reopen eye.
Asha, it's stuck. Open.
Oh
Oh, I would
Get the
totally be
dagger
down
for
to, like, I don't know if you could like use my magic power for anything. If I could like, I know it's not the sort of thing that you can like bottle or anything, but
Well, how much time do you have, and how much are you willing to pay me?
I have a little bit of money. I'm not like super rich right now. And I don't know how long. How long are we planning on being in Kalian, by the way? And I look towards everyone else.
well,
I would like to rest for at least a few days before we go out, if that is okay.
You
can,
might not be able to teach me in like a few days.
Again, it
I
depends on
understand.
what you're willing to pay. If you can pay me enough to warrant closing shop for the day, then we can get a lot of lessons in. But if you're only paying a bit, I can only spare so much time. I do run a business.
Define a bit and define a lot.
Well, if you want a full day's worth of lesson, 150 gold would cover overheads.
Okay.
If you're looking at just a couple of hours, we can work with maybe 45 gold.
Okay. And what would that teach me?
Well, that depends on you.
Okay. And do you have any books that could help me learn this?
I have books on enchanting, but if you're not the studious type, inscription's probably more what you're going to naturally lean into.
And I guess you can't learn that from a book, huh?
There are things you could pick up, but nothing that would be... It's a very feeling-based sort of magic. I'm not particularly great at it, but I can be of assistance.
Okay. It sounds like that I would be good at. I'm sorry for asking so many questions. I could probably... we're planning on stopping by a few more shops, but maybe I could stop by tomorrow, and I could at least, I can, if I stop by tomorrow, I promise I will at least be able to pay for a couple of hours. I will definitely set aside enough money for that.
Noelle kind of speaks up. Is this necessary for you?
Not necessarily. I'm just trying to learn how to be more useful, I guess.
Okay, quick question. I didn't quite catch that. She said what was more of a feeling-based magic?
Inscription.
Inscription.
Inscription. Oh, yeah, no, never mind.
If it's all the same to you, if you're here for a few days, I'll pay for your lessons. If it's gonna be helpful. I also feel like I've kind of just sort of dropped in and would like to feel more welcome in the group, so.
Making you feel more welcome. You don't have to feel like you have to do that. I would, I'll take the money, but I also don't know exactly. We need to check in on the state of the town and stuff before we commit ourselves to coming in.
Well,
but
this was technically set aside for whoever your current bodyguard was. Gray looks at Alma and just goes and throws it on the counter.
oh wow.
So square. And now you don't have to ask me for money that I awkwardly won't give you anymore.
I never asked you for money, but
Not you.
this won't stop me from doing that.
Well, listen, as the minute you told me they were for your own, that it was for yourself, I let you alone. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel awkward. But thank you so much, I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh,
Dorora kind of like opens the coin purse and you see her eyes go wide. Kind of shuts it tight. Well, Cora, you are in good hands.
How much did she pay just now?
You didn't see.
Yeah, I know. Alma's asking.
Yes, I know. Alma didn't see.
Alma's asking Noelle.
I gave her the money that was set aside for the bodyguards.
All of it?
Or
Well,
a couple days is 300 gold.
a few days. 3 days.
Okay. 3 days? Oh, okay. Sounds good. Wait, do you happen to have anything? I'm not that, like, any sort of, like, enchanted items or anything that would be good for, like, a magically inclined person?
Are you asking me or Dorora?
Dorora.
What kind of items are you speaking of, dear?
Maybe something to help a little bit with defense? If not, that's okay.
I do have this ring, but it might be a bit out of your budget.
How much is it?
1,200 gold?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's way out of my budget. But, do you have anything else? Like, anything that could help make my attacks more powerful or something? I don't really know exactly what you have to offer, but I feel like do you have anything that would suit me that I could use well?
I have many things, but if 1,200's out of your price range, I'm sorry, dear.
Well, I'll come back when I'm much more rich. I appreciate it so much, Dorora. You seem like a nice lady.
She gives you a wink. How about the rest of you? Any interests?
Dorora.
Yes, dear.
What? So I know health potions are a bit expensive. Are
They
the other
are
ones
indeed.
expensive as much?
Depends on which potions you're looking at. I have a few. There are some in the case. I do have more out back. I have some fun ones.
Do you know what kind of potions they are?
Of course, I have to sell them, don't I?
What are the fun ones?
Yeah, what are the fun ones?
The fun ones?
Mm-hmm.
Well, have you ever wanted to feel as strong as a giant?
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Oh my god.
Right now?
Wait.
Yes.
Alma immediately picks up.
Now, I will preface this before everyone gets excited, because there's a few eyes that just looked up very quickly. prices are not very negotiable, and if 1200's pushing it, it's fair warning to all. Potions are expensive, very hard to make.
Something to make, like, because I potions or something
You're
like.
cutting out too much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think that's something I could learn to make? Because I know potions are like, you would like imbue them or like put like energy into them. Maybe I could use my like natural, my super awesome fire magic to make potions.
So the crafting of things to safely use for others tends to be a bit more focused around. She kind of like taps her temple.
Oh.
Inscription, however, is more just a essentially, I'm going to teach you how to make things explode when you want them to.
Heck yeah! Hell yeah!
That's about the extent of my knowledge. There are other things you can do with it, but you'd have to find a better teacher.
I think you're gonna be a great teacher.
Yeah, the fucking accent's gone. I don't know what the fuck to do with her.
Okay. Alright, down here.
But if the 1200 again, if that's pushing it, maybe not giant strength. But I do have some other ones. What price range are we looking at? How about that?
Wait, no. I want to talk about the giant's potion.
Okay. You have my attention.
What does it do exactly, and how long does it last for?
Well, I have 3. One will make you very strong for about an hour. The other one, a little less so, again for about an hour. And I do have one that will permanently make you stronger. However, drinking it hurts for a few days.
How much is that one?
That one is 7,500 gold.
Okay. I'll come back to you on that.
So,
Almost like already figuring out like how much she has to earn to that.
no pip help this time. Sorry, Alma.
Ragavir,
Yes.
you actually would know what she's referring to. There is a certain type of potion that you're actually familiar with, if only because it's talked about in Fables. It's a very particular type of flower that comes from the Phrase's Promise that can be turned into a potion that will permanently increase your stat by 2.
Okay.
Any stat or strength?
And
Dang.
you have to mix it, and you can get different variations.
Oh.
You said made with something from what? Where?
I have to look up what the flower is, but it's made from the Phrase's Promise. It's a flower that only grows basically in the Feywild.
Oh, yeah. I was just like, I know I heard that name before. What was it? Okay, cool. Shit. Alright.
Aurora, is there anything new that you got in this time that's like a magic like item you can wear?
I have many things that you can wear. Are you looking for a hat, a cloak, some armor, some boots, a weapon you can technically wear?
And maybe the weapon too. Alma's listening to everything you say.
Yes, I would also like.
What about a hat?
Wearables.
Oh, this is many requests. How about we do one at a time?
Pip can go first.
All right, little one, what are you
you.
interested in?
Can I hear more about what kind of hats you have, or cloaks too?
Well, I have a hood, sort of. You put it on and it'll sort of affix itself. Your cloak, it'll probably attach to. So we have that, and she pulls out this like black hood with like a golden trim around the top of it. So there's this, and then there is also, and she kind of like reaches in and pulls out one more. The stone sword. Dragged it here.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh my god, all you think about is swords.
She sets down what looks like not a circlet, but if you've ever seen those olden knight helmets that have the visor that kind of flips down, it looks like just the visor. It would go like, it would rest on the ears and the nose.
Cool.
So I have these.
What do they both do?
This one, and she kind of like points to the hood, makes it so that what's a good way to put it? Even if something sees you, you can just will them not to. Put it that way. And this other one, she points at the metal one, makes it so that things, shall we say, don't hurt as much when they hit you.
That's interesting. I'm thinking about that. Hey, I have a question too. Do you know what this is? And like he kind of like pulls out the blue gemstone thing and like puts it on the counter.
What gemstone?
I got one when I pulled the card.
Oh!
You said it was
Little
like a blue one.
thingy.
Yeah.
I thought I identified that for you.
I don't remember.
It's the Ioun stone.
Yeah.
I was never told that.
Yeah.
It gives you
Plus 2
something
to your
to do
wisdom.
with wisdom.
Yes. And a full
Yeah, I
strength
know.
head.
And what's it called?
It's called an
Full strength.
Ioun stone.
Ioun stone.
It requires attunement.
Okay, and he's gonna say, and how much do you think this would cost if I sold it to you?
Oh, you're looking to sell it? Well, if you
Maybe.
can give me a bit of time to kind of peruse it and look it over, see what it is, I can give you a figure.
Yeah, sure.
She kind of takes it in her hand, and her eyes start to glow, and she is gone for 10 minutes, so you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Wow. I think I've ever seen you pay so much attention as when we're talking about swords and shit.
I have a brand I stick to.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you like besides swords? Oh, we should go clothes shopping after this. After we get instruments and go to the bazaar and stuff. Do you think there'll be cool clothes at the bazaar?
I like
Probably.
too.
I'm sorry?
I mean-
Alma's like answering her first question. I like armor too.
Oh, besides that, and like, besides swords and armor and stuff about fighting.
Well, that's quite a big category to eliminate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but life, you know, there's also like a lot of other stuff, like drinking and eating.
Oh,
Oh,
that I enjoy.
Oh, well, me too. Hey, do you remember that one time when we were in Baragon and that red-headed dwarf with the the glasses asked us to drink with him? I'm
Yes?
I'm referencing some random.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh God.
She has no idea what you're talking about.
You know, maybe you shouldn't get blackout drunk so much. You have a really hard time remembering things.
Oh my.
Alma's never been blackout in her life.
Then how
I
come?
can.
Maybe you just need to pay attention more.
What are you up to, Asha?
Oh, she just said like, oh my, like she just like taking all this in and listening like, oh wow.
I can teach you how
Yeah.
to drink the exactly correct amount so that you're still having fun.
Well, that's
Probably
it.
useless.
Spell
Yeah.
finishes. Oh. Interesting. How did you come across something like this?
It appeared to me.
Well, you must be very lucky.
I know.
Are you looking to sell it?
Depends on the price you give me.
I think I'd be willing to do... maybe 900 gold?
And how much do those 2 items cost that you told me about just now?
The hood and the visor?
Mm-hmm.
The hood is about 2,500 gold. The visor is about... Mr. Squiggles.
Mr. Squiggles is saying make it cheaper.
Is displeased.
The visor is about 1,500.
Fuck!
Magic items,
Let's
yes.
just leave. Let's just leave. I can't take this.
I
Yes.
can't take this.
Are there
Can't
like
fucking take it anymore.
price, are there like price tags on these items?
No.
Is there no way I
I mean,
could,
there's stuff cheaper. You guys didn't give her a price range, so she's just kind of like fishing.
No.
You asked for hats. That's what she's got for hats.
Yeah.
Hats.
Do you have anything? Let's see. Do you have anything sub 390?
I have some potions. I have some finer clothware. Let's see.
Cloth?
I have a couple scrolls that might be of interest. There's healing potions, 120 gold each. Any of those sound
Healing
interesting?
I'm thinking. Anyone else can go ahead.
Hello?
and think.
Hello.
Hello.
What kind of clothes do you have? Like, or finer cloth or whatever.
Some of them just do some minor magics. I have this, and she pulls out like this very like thin, almost like see-through shawl that kind of glimmers a little bit. Just kind of sparkles. It's nice.
How much is that?
15 gold.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, that seems kind of pricey for something that doesn't do anything.
It looks pretty, Alma.
It is enchanted,
That does
technically.
And what else do you have?
For clothwear, depending on how much you're willing to spend, I do have enchanted armor that can appear in however you want it to, really.
Oh, I would love to take a look at those.
I can spend like less. I have like 400 gold, and that's my budget. What kind of clothes do you have besides? Because I can't really wear armor, unless you have stuff that like sorcerers can wear. What kind of clothes do you have that's under that?
We have the shawl. I do have these glasses for 250 gold. They allow you to. You can see through stuff as long as it's not too far away.
Ooh,
Not
like how far away?
about 5 to 10 feet.
Oh.
That's why they're so cheap. I couldn't get the enchantment quite right. If you're interested in the armor that can appear however you'd like, if you're looking for the heavier stuff such as yours, I could enchant your armor. Glamour would run you about 300 gold.
Oh, I didn't mean like looks. I meant you said you had some cool armor.
Oh.
I wanted to look. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not one to really care much for how things look.
That's unfortunate, dear. You have such a pretty face.
I know,
does
right?
this
She's very
shawl
pretty.
do?
The shawl?
What does? Yeah, the shawl.
She mentioned that you put it on and it basically just sparkles. It's
Just
like,
looks pretty. Oh, I
yeah.
thought you said it did something, like it was enchanted.
yeah, that is the enchant.
It's enchanted to be shiny.
Yes.
Okay.
You,
Just sparkles and has like a little trail of light as you walk. That's it.
Oh, okay.
do you
Okay.
have any other clothes that are enchanted or anything? Like,
Not really. I can do a bunch of parlor trick enchants if that's what you're interested in. If you bring me clothes, I can enchant them.
okay,
It's not a huge seller.
I'm mostly just looking for stuff that, like, I don't know, utility-wise. We're about to go clothes shopping, though, so if I find anything that I like, I might bring it back and have you enchant it.
Certainly.
It's prettier.
She looks up at the Dragonborn. You've been quiet. Are you not interested in any of my wares?
I don't know. I don't. I'm not entirely sure what all you could do for us. I'm just listening.
Well, I've heard the tale of a lot of magic, and I know Valeska's certainly magical. Asha, you're also enchanting.
Oh my, you're too kind.
Maybe I can interest you in some of these if you're looking for just something useful while you're out and about. She pulls out a little basket, and it's filled with 5 of these like 3D diamond-shaped crystals that are all one is blue and the rest of them are red, if I remember correctly. Yes. One's blue and the rest of them are red. So these are very helpful if you are out and about and it's been a very long day. I myself know that I get very tired if I use too much magic, but this can give you a little... These don't cost too much. Any
So they
interest?
do-
How much do those go for?
The blue one goes for 150, and the red ones go for 75 each. OOC, blue one, crush it, gives you a second level spell slot. Red one, crush it, first level spell slot.
Okay, red is first, blue second.
Okay.
They're called lodestones. Very useful. If there's any interest.
And how much did you say those were?
The red ones are 75 gold, and the blue ones are 150.
I am thinking I am probably going to get a potion of healing, at the very least, before I leave.
Certainly. Pulls one out.
Let us see. I think that will be okay. Do you think we should get more? Or just one? Cautious?
Well, it's better to be safe than sorry. What was the price of them again?
120 gold. Yes, health potions are very expensive for very obvious reasons.
Alma looks at them
Worth.
like, aren't you going to barter for this?
She already said that she's not dropping her price.
She said fancy potions.
What did you say?
She said she wouldn't barter for the fancy potion.
Oh, I mean, Dorora is a very good friend of mine. I'm sure she's giving me the best price she can get. And she looks over at Dorora.
I'm gonna
see
like
my
look. Yeah,
persuasion check.
I was going to look at Dorora and kind of agree with Valeska. And can I insight check Dorora to see if she is giving us like a good price, like we think she is?
Asha, you would insight check me? Go ahead and roll.
I'm persuasioning you,
Mhm.
persuadee.
Alma wasn't saying it in like a she's swindling you way, just like a aren't you gonna be smart about this way?
Damn. I mean, yeah. I'm getting to it.
So go ahead and make your persuasion. Insight wise, you can tell that she's at the very least not overcharging you. That's very apparent.
Okay.
On a 10. Oh dear, you have been the object of my admiration for far too long. I do believe I cut you a gift the last time you came in here. So
What did you say about a gift?
I think I gave you a bit of a deal the last time. So I think unfortunately for this one we will be above the table, if that makes sense.
I understand. My looks are fading. And she looks over at Asha like dramatically.
Well, I have a potion if you'd like to feel more beautiful.
Oh, she doesn't need that. Don't be foolish. And Dorora, she would never. She would never rip us off. Of course, she's giving us a fair price, as she always does.
Of course. Any interest in the lodestones? I can put them away if you're not.
Lodestones.
No, I don't think I'm interested in in those. Thank you, though.
Very well. Puts them back down.
I give her the money.
Yes, little Pip.
Is there any way that I could possibly do a bit of labor for you to lower the price of either of those objects that I was interested in?
Well, like I said, I've been interested in the flower for the healing potions. If you're looking for work specifically, I don't need a whole lot. If you've come across something interesting, I'll happily buy it off you, though.
Okay,
I take
that sounds fair.
I take you're not interested in selling your stone.
No, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Very well.
Yeah, as they say, the Strix is eyeing that iron stone, very she's very interested in it. Yeah, you said that it is wisdom, right? Not intelligence.
Yep, it's wisdom by 2.
That's a whiz.
Ooh, that'd be.
It does cap
very
at 20.
great.
It doesn't go over 20.
Yeah, I know.
What are you looking at, Strix? Are you interested in it?
Yes. I think it would supplement my abilities quite advantageously.
Fine. Keep this in mind for later, though. And he, like, hands you the stone.
Hell yeah. I say as cookies and not as Strix.
Hip will remember that.
Hip is literally remembering that. He's like, you better help me whenever I need help.
Yes, of course, your generosity will be returned.
I'm the most generous person ever.
Yes.
Go ahead, Naga.
I was just wondering, does that, like, permanent, giant strength one, does that increase it over 20 or up to 20?
It will increase it over 20. It works the same way as the star card.
Beautiful.
Oh my god. Gasp.
On God, we're gonna get you that potion, Alma.
I need the stone sword so badly.
The prices
22 strength to lift it.
The prices do vary. The dex one is the most expensive, con is the second most. Wisdom and strength are tied. Charisma is the second cheapest, and intelligence is the cheapest.
I don't need the intelligence one, I don't care about that.
It is limited. You can only drink one. And
Yeah.
that goes for... So, like, if you drink strength, you can't drink any of the others.
I see. I mean, I don't have enough for even one of them, so it doesn't even matter.
Mm-hmm. Just going over that for everybody.
Okay.
Can't shotgun charisma potions until I get to 30.
Well, it works like the star card, so it can't put you over 24.
Yeah.
So, back at, if Dora is busy with anyone else.
You're lagging. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yep.
That was just my voice. That was internet. If Dorora's not busy with anyone else, Alma's gonna look at her and be like, can I see that armor now, please?
So actually, I have vellums. I don't actually have armor, but you can enchant your armor with them.
Oh. What is vellum?
You can think of it like a spell scroll.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing, really.
Okay. So which ones do you have?
So these two make your armor sturdier, and this one makes it very resistant to a type of, shall we say, painful magic of your choice.
Any my choice?
Any one of your choice.
And when you say stronger, what do you mean by that?
Out of character, the +1s to your armor.
How much
To your
are those?
AC?
Yep, +1 to your AC. It makes your armor a +1, whatever your armor is.
Yeah.
So, like,
how much are they?
So these ones run for 500 gold, the +1s, and then these one, the armor resistance runs for 350 gold.
Okay.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back.
Okay.
Alma's like thinking about it and like attempting to do some math in her head.
Moving her fingers like she's working with an abacus.
Yeah. She barely knows how to count. Okay. I'll get back to you on that. I just need to move some funds around.
Sure. I'll keep them on the counter.
Do you have other stuff or just the vellums?
I have these 3 vellums. I can make So like I said, I can do the glamour if you were interested in having your armor be a disguise of whatever choice of you're choosing. You can make it look however you want. And then I can also do one that is a little spiteful, shall we say. So when they hit you, it hits them.
Ooh.
That one's a bit pricey.
Okay.
If you're interested, that one, the reflection will cost you 1,100.
Okay.
It's your connection, not your voice. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't saying anything.
It's still like you're cutting out pretty bad.
Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. Well, either way, she's not saying anything else, so that's fine.
Okay.
Aurora,
Yes, darling.
I just remembered something. Do you have any, like, daggers that are cool?
Daggers specifically. I think I might. Give me 1 second. She kind of like takes everything off the counter and sets it back. I will be right back. Kind of goes into the back room.
It's like waddling. He's like waddling in place because he's excited. He has so many important questions in his life.
Alma's gonna look at Noelle and like, shouldn't you be getting stuff to protect Cora?
I thought that's what I just bought. The lessons were to help her.
Lessons. I forgot. I meant for you, but okay.
Well, I've got everything I need. My weapon might not be as cool as yours, but it works.
Not a single brain cell between them. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Alma just like nods and turns back towards wherever Dror disappeared to.
She turns and looks towards wherever Aurora disappeared to, and both of you just kind of
Wow.
wait for
Head
them to
empty, no
return.
thoughts.
Exactly.
Y'all should be besties.
Aurora kicks the door back open. Darling, I found it. Brings out this.
Yes?
Do you know what a karambit is?
No.
It's a
my
very,
God, yes.
very hooked, curved blade.
Yes.
Ooh.
Kind of puts it up on the counter, pulls it out of its leather sheath, and kind of like slides. It's almost in like a half moon shape, even with like the hilt is kind of turned. This I came into possession of. Shall we?
Its mouth is a gap. Is a gape.
Probably about 3 weeks ago. Has some very interesting properties. Has a habit of coming back to your hand no matter where it is.
No way.
Yes way.
How much does that cost?
600 gold. Is that a little too steep for you, my friend?
Fuck. Would I know how much an instrument costs? Fuck.
It's gonna vary. If you're looking for a flute, fucking 5 gold maybe, tops.
Okay, fine. I can pay 600, is there? But I suppose for a cute little guy like me, could you make it a bit cheaper?
I don't know if cute is the word I would use, but you can roll your persuasion check.
I don't know about cute, but
Yeah.
I think he's cute.
Can Alma like also kind of like help him with that?
Asha can, because she's gonna be buying health potions.
Oh.
So you can kind of like try and swing the deal.
Yes.
Well, Dora, I'm interested in buying a health potion. Perhaps that can help our friend out here.
Oh, is it only
do you
one
want
now?
me-
I thought you were interested in 2.
Oh no, yes, that's right. It was 2. That will help our friend out here. Perhaps, and then you want me to roll persuasion. Or...
You and Pip roll.
Okay.
And Peepoo.
Ooh.
Peepoo.
She gives you both a look and then looks over at Valeska. Darling, They're very lucky to have you, I hope you know.
Oh, I feel the luckiest lady in the world to have her by my side. And then she fucking turns red after saying that. Like, oh fuck.
I'm back. I
It's
sense
like-
that some gay shit has gone down.
I will do, for the lot, 775 gold. That is as low as I will go.
Asha
For the
looks
what?
at Pip and
As in,
looks
like,
For everything.
for all of it. Asha looks at Pip and kind of raises an eyebrow, like yeah, like sound good to you, buddy?
so all we're buying is 2 potions and the
The crambit.
the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
And how much were regular health potions?
120 gold.
Yeah, Strix
Yeah, that's fine.
walks up.
Oh.
If I may,
Yes,
it
dear.
seems like these items will benefit the party. So she'll hand over, let's say she'll pay for 100 golds worth of that
What? Wow, Strix. That is very kind of you.
Yes, well, I guess I was in Pip's debt, and I guess I made that literal.
You weren't in my debt. I was being nice.
Well, if you
Oh.
ever need a pick me up, let me know, and I've got you covered.
Alright, so 675 gold left to be paid.
How much do you have, Asha?
I have. She like starts counting her gold. I have a 400, but 420 gold. Oh, blaze it.
Could you pay 150 and I'll pay the rest?
Are you sure? I could.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that so long as you're okay with it, Pip.
I'm okay with it.
All right then. And she pulls out that much. What was the amount you said again? Sorry, numbers, bad short-term memory.
Same.
Fuck, how much did Pip say to pay?
150.
Oh, 150. Okay, cool. Thank you, sorry.
And then 525 from Pip.
Okay.
525?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He hands over 525 gold.
Just starts clattering all over the counter. Oh, dear. He brings out a basket. Put it in here, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is a lot of money. Most people carry platinum.
I'm a
You should
good
really
customer.
consider.
Wait, maybe I
Did
should.
pay in platinum. I paid in platinum. I paid 10 platinum.
Yeah, we probably
I-
played in platinum because we got platinum from our deal, so.
Pip didn't.
Oh.
Well, I got some platinum.
You
but
got
not
some.
as much
Real
as it
quick.
would be. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they are all yours. 2 healing potions and 1 fancy knife.
Yeah.
You do have to spend a little bit of time with it before the magical properties are usable, but just so you know.
He holds the knife to his chest like he's hugging it. This is not appropriate.
Well, Dorora, as always, it was a pleasure doing business with you.
Naturally.
Dorora.
Yes, darling.
So I've recently I found myself weaker to magic, more easily affected by spells.
Have you tried not getting hit by them?
Funny. The point is, I'm under an effect that makes it easier for spells to affect me.
Oh my.
Is there anything you have that can help me overcome that?
What's your price range, darling?
Uh, 580.
The only thing I'll have for you is temporary, but I do have a few things.
How much would it cost to make it permanent?
We are looking pretty hefty, Asha.
So OOC, what Ryan's looking for is a stone of good luck.
Oh,
She
but
don't.
that's only gonna give you +1.
Yeah, she doesn't have one.
Okay.
The only thing she has are gonna be like potions that'll give you temporary boosts.
Okay, nah, fuck that.
Man, if you find a luck stone, I'm fighting you for it.
Yes. You will lose that fight.
I'll cast a spell on you.
And then I'll be yours.
Hey, don't swing that way.
Can we go buy an instrument now?
I'm gonna
Of
be
course we can.
unfortunate here and actually say I'm gonna call session.
No!
Fuck.
Cliffhanger! This is the worst cliffhanger
This is
ever!
the worst cliffhanger ever!
Oh my gosh.
On God, you better
I
post
just
that
wanna
instrument
fucking
list so we
sing.
can look at it all week.
I mean, you can find it in the PHB what the prices of instruments